Yo, what it do, y'all? What it do, YouTube? What's good? We back at it. What's happening? What it do? What it do? Shout out to everybody that's pulling up. Y'all know what time it is. Man. General salute to everybody that's pulling up. Shout out to the chat. We back, man. Let me know if y'all can hear me in the chat real quick. Hold up. Let me know if y'all can hear me, man. I see y'all in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Press 1. Press 1, because we're going to talk for the night. We're going to talk about Reed Sheppard tonight. Oh, they can hear me? They can hear me, J&K. Shout out to J&K, Zach, Andrew, Reggie, Purebred, Andrew Gutierrez. Who's this? Lamar, Roy Montez. What's good, y'all? What's good? Hit that like button. What's up, Jermaine? Y'all's in the building. I see y'all pulling up. What's good? What's good to everybody that's pulling up, man? On a Saturday, I hope y'all having a blessed, okay Saturday, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't getting into no ignorant shit. Y'all gotta be safe out there in them streets, man. But in the meantime, what's good, Miss Kiki? What's good, Miss Kiki? I see the chat. What's good? Shout out to the real ones. But like I said, man, we're gonna talk about Reed Sheppard tonight. We're gonna go ahead and talk about Reed Sheppard tonight. Good things, bad things, however you want to look at it. But at the end of the day, man, Rockets content. Shout out to everybody once again that's pulling up. Shout out to Doc T. Will. Let me see. I got the Doc T. Will in the building. Roy Montez, J.R. Bennett, Tyler Brown. What's good? Purebred in the building. What's good, y'all? What's good? Salute. We got 20 some people in the building. Let's get over 20 likes, man. Let's get over 20 likes. Get over 20 likes, man. Let's get over 100 likes. So, yeah, man. Hold on, let me set this up real quick. Once again, shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to everybody that's pulling up. Reed Sheppard is the topic of the day tonight. And you know, Reed Sheppard, as the title say, you know what I'm saying, talking about the shooting guard position as far as Reed Sheppard. You know, a lot of us, and you know, including the head coach, put him at the point guard position. And not necessarily saying that Reed Sheppard isn't a point guard or nothing like that, but I think he's more comfortable. His strong suit is being at the 2 guard position. It's being at that 2 guard position. And at the end of the day, man, yeah, like I said, that's his strong suit, being a 2 guard. In college, he was, you know, coming off the bench, everything to that nature. And I think that's where he best fit. I like what I seen from the regular season. Hold up. Freaking. Give me a second, family. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay, yeah. So we back, man. So like I said, I like what I seen from Reed Sheppard from the regular season. And you know, from him being a point guard / shooting guard, because I think that's what they trying to transform, or not necessarily transform, but they trying to make Amen Thompson, you know, playing full-fledged point guard, and Reed Sheppard off the bench playing point guard and off the bench in his second year last year prior, this past season. I think Reed Sheppard did a pretty good, cool job, man. I think he did a pretty cool job as far as what you asked for him. You know, 13 points off the bench, 3.5 assists, 2.9 rebounds, 1.5 assists. And, the defense and everything is there. He played 82 games of the season, right? So he's giving you point guard duties as far as that position. 3.4 assists. I like it off the bench. But we seen the games, man. We seen the games where Reed Sheppard came alive, where you put him at that PG, and he was more of a scoring guard. You know what I'm saying? Pun intended. He was more of a scoring guard. And so when you look at Reed Sheppard coming off the bench, once again this year, I don't necessarily will put him in that PG spot. He's going to be in there more of that shoe guard range, man. You got Marcus Smart coming in action, and Marcus Smart is a dog defensively. He's an agitator, aggressor, somebody that's going to bring a lot to the table, what we was missing from Dylan Brooks, right? And when you have Reed Sheppard at that 2-guard swing position, it's going to be, hellified. It's going to be hellified for the Rockets, especially with the experience that Reed Sheppard, got this year. A lot of people's complaining, oh, he made Doka. He should start him. He should play him more than he should. Man, Reed Sheppard got all the opportunity that he needed, man. You know what I'm saying? In the postseason, 32 minutes per game. He averaged 12 points, 4.7 assists. He shot 30% from the field goal and 29% from the three. So when you look at that, the whole totality of his playoff performance, damn near mirroring Jalen Green. You know what I'm saying? Not to bring him up again. Y'all remember that guy. You feel me? But he didn't have those players alongside him as far as like the Fred VanVleets of the world, the Steven Adams to cover the defensive, attacking and stuff like that. And then also Kevin Durant was out there, to make up for that. But as far as Reed Sheppard, 29% from the three and 30% from the field goal, just got to keep it real, bro. It's just ugly numbers. And I just think he was just trying to get his feet wet with the team and with the whole playoff scenario. But when you go back to, labeling him as a point guard or a shooting guard, man, just keep it real with yourself, bro. The dude is a beast catching and shooting. You know what I'm saying? I believe it was 47% sniper range, catching and shooting. What up, Vic? Salute to the chat. Salute, Vic. Shout out to Mr. Mass with the Apple Pay, man. Mass coming through in Apple Pay, man. Salute to Mr. Mass, man. Appreciate you, bro. General salute to you, Mass. I appreciate that, bro. Salute. Let's get them likes up, man. Let's not get tricky on me. Get the likes up. As you come on in the door, shout out to Mr. Mass once again. Hit that like button. Shout out to Mr. Mass and the Apple Pay. If y'all want to donate to the channel, $X Greenleaf in the Cash App. I got Apple Pay. I gotta put it up in the comment section some way, somehow. But once again, salute to Mr. Mass. But let's get back on Reed Sheppard real quick. And as far as his stats and everything, let's talk about the defense. I know the numbers, shooting, that's supposed to be his strong suit, is shooting. He just really wasn't that, in his first goal in the first round against the Lakers. You had the Luka Nards of the world, the Marcus Smarts of the world just bullying him, man. And I get it. It was his first goal in the playoffs, but that's just part of the game, man. And that's what the numbers, that's what it is. That's what happened in the playoffs. So now that he's playing alongside of Marcus Smart, I believe that Marcus Smart is going to be the point guard coming into, first. I wouldn't say he's going to be the first guard coming off the bench, whether you subbing Fred VanVleet out first. We still need an update on Fred VanVleet, right? We still need, and let's talk about Fred VanVleet though, since we in that Reed Sheppard thing. The whole goal for drafting Reed Sheppard is to replace Fred VanVleet down the road, right? You see the Rockets giving Fred VanVleet the opportunity to prove something, not really extending him or renegotiating any contract So they drafted Reed Sheppard, and I think that's what a point guard thing come in at, where you want to replace Fred VanVleet over Reed Sheppard. You want to place Reed Sheppard over Fred VanVleet, excuse me. You want to replace him. And Reed Sheppard needs to be in some motion where size-wise he's going to be labeled as a point guard. But we all know he's, a shooting guard at heart, right? He's a shooting guard at heart. So with the reps and, with the guidance and everything like that, Reed Sheppard has to be molded into a Fred VanVleet prototype. But the thing is, the boy can shoot that thing. He can shoot that thing. Like I said, catch and shoot 47% from the field, from the three in the regular season. His regular season stats was probably better than Fred VanVleet's. It was probably better than Fred VanVleet's to a certain degree. When you look at, the overall standpoint, I could bring up Fred VanVleet's number. Fred shot like what? Man, him and Jalen Green was the worst backcourt. Yeah, the guys come up here and say we had the worst backcourt in the league. Jalen was with his inconsistencies. And, Fred VanVleet, doing a lot as far as that end. So when you look at, down the road in the future, Reed Sheppard is supposed to be molded into, replacing Fred VanVleet. I don't know what Fred VanVleet is going to look like in his upcoming season. It's either here or there, but I need to see something. And, with the duties that Reed Sheppard had coming into the season last year, he wasn't handcuffed. He was really out there with them Wolves. Like I said, his fan base and some parts of the Rockets fan base was egging on, start Reed Sheppard. Start Reed Sheppard. Now, as a starter, Reed Sheppard, we put up good numbers. I believe it's like 15 points per game on good shooting. We seen it against the Warriors, Denver Nuggets, a couple of more games, man. But when you look at point guard, when you look at like what Fred VanVleet brings to the table, that's why I say I wish he Fred will be 100 healthy, but that's not going to be the case coming to the season. Still have to see it. But as far as Reed Sheppard and the Marcus Smart situation, he's going to be more comfortable at the shooting guard coming off the bench. Like Marcus Smart is not you're not going to ask Marcus Smart to be the best point guard in the world, right? But he played that. He's been to the finals under Ime Udoka, playing alongside Jaylen Brown, playing alongside, Jaylen Brown and, all the vets of the world, and became defensive player of the year that year. So when you have a Marcus Smart next to Reed Sheppard, he's going to be more comfortable of being that two guard, being that wingman, and his defense not slouchy as well. Reed Sheppard, he's bad on defense, one-on-one defense. Guys blow by him. They like you seen Marcus Smart in the playoff bully him in the post and everything of that nature. It's all about getting stronger in the weight room and getting that grown man weight down the road. But him being in the gym is gonna be a big factor. It's gonna be a big factor, especially when you have Fred VanVleet coaching alongside of him. Giving them that vet talk. And that's what Fred VanVleet brings to the table. We all talk about leaders of the game and the other team. Fred is the biggest factor. And Reed Sheppard, I believe, and all these guys, man, they sponges. They sponges of the game. They soak in the knowledge. And that's what you want, bro. That's what you want. I think we have an equal balance of a young core group. I think it's six young core players that really, soak in and, and take in a lot of knowledge. And you have vets that lead by example. Everybody's not a vocal leader, and Fred is one of them, and so when you playing alongside him, side of him, and they in the gym working, and especially getting them reps out on the court, it'll be a totally different team. You feel me? Let's get the lights up. If y'all want to donate to the channel, it's $X Greenleaf in the Cash App. Hit that Cash App. Y'all know what it is. Shout out to Mr. Maz, man, my brother. Shout out to the chat. What up, Gravy? What up, you? Heisenberg, what's good? Salute to the chat, man. So at the end of the day, man, Fred VanVleet, how do y'all see him in the chat, man? Let me talk to the chat real quick before I let the panel up. Before I let the panel up, I want to talk to the chat. What do y'all see Reed Sheppard as? Point guard, shooting guard. What's his best fit? Like I said, man, he's a prototype of what Fred VanVleet should be. He's 6'3". He can dunk the ball, so what you gonna? He's an athletic little point guard. You know what I'm saying? He dunked more than Stephen Curry whole career in his second year in the league. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean shit, but I'm just gonna throw it out there in your face. You feel me? So yeah, man. Hey, man, man. Reed Sheppard, bro. He's a very dangerous player at that 2-guard position, comfortably. My boy Zachary saying in the chat, say shooting guard. The Gravy say Reed Sheppard is small, bro. He can't hang. Well, you know what I'm saying? Big men can't hang on defense. You know what I'm saying? So I think, Reed Sheppard is that, guy, he can't stay in front of guys. You had Marcus Smart of the world bully him in the playoffs and posting him up and going by him and just sizing him up. Like I said, him getting bigger, getting in that weight room is going to be a big benefit for him and his size and everything going forward. But, when we talk about point guard, Fred VanVleet down the road, the Rockets trying to bet on himself this season. The Rockets is not trying to, really, lock him in. They really want to see what Fred VanVleet can do to really, what type of value Fred VanVleet is going to be going forward. Fred's not going to be the same, man, coming to the season. He had something of, to prove, sort of, as far as like his health. If he can't stay on the court, that's why you see the Rockets really going heavy on these backup point guards, so to speak. Drafting Bruce Thornton. You have, Thompson getting point guard reps. Yeah, he's a combo guard, Docs. Yeah, combo guard, and that's good because if you have Reed Sheppard and Thompson together, they can both, combo type guards. Or especially Thompson is a combo wing guard, forward, whatever the fuck you want to label him as. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language. I love YouTube. Excuse my language, YouTube. But at the end of the day, that's what they trying to be molded up to be. Combo guards. You can put the ball in Reed Sheppard's hand. He can play off ball when Thompson has a rock in his hand. You feel me? KD going to work. Alperen Sengun being the offensive hub at times. And then you have Fred VanVleet coming back, controlling shit. So when Reed Sheppard and, just to stick on Reed Sheppard, they're very capable of being combo guards. What up, Patriot? Being combo guards. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, what do y'all see Reed Sheppard as? I got my brother Mr. Mash pulling up. Hold on, let me set up the audio. Make sure we ain't no bad audio going on. Give me 1 second, Mr. Mash. 1 second. We finna talk about this. Cause I see him as a 2-guard. He can be molded to be a point guard, and like the Doc T will say in the chat, a combo guard, bro. A combo guard. So y'all smash that like button. Salute to the chat. Salute to the chat. Mr. Mash, you there, bro?
Yeah, I'm here, Green. Salute, big dog. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. Hey, YouTube chat. Y'all can hear Mr. Mash. Press 1. Press 1 if y'all can hear Mash.
Y'all can hear me? Salute, chat. Salute, chat. Y'all got me?
I'm trying to see if they can hear you, Mash.
Yeah, I'm looking at YouTube as well.
Oh, you good? You good, bro? I can hear you. I have to check for myself. Okay. You good, Mash? We clear. You loud and clear, bro. Man, what you got on Reed Sheppard and everything? Go and break it down, bro. Salute to you, and shout out to you in that donation fee, bro. Appreciate you.
Oh yes, sir. You're more than welcome, bro. You're my brother, man, and so I've been rocking with Green for years, man. So I'm gonna support. I'm always gonna show this guy love, man. He's the realest Rockets fan, hardest working Rockets streamer, and so I'm gonna support that big dog. You know that. I thought the doc had a great point. He's a combo guard. And so while we got on him last year for not being a pure point guard and not his handle not being as tight, I don't need Reed Sheppard to be Chris Paul. I don't need Reed Sheppard to be Rondo. I need Reed Sheppard just to be efficient at the point guard position when he's asked to be efficient at the point guard position. Meaning, don't turn the ball over, work on your handle, right? Learn how to run an offense. Don't get nervous and pick up your dribble when somebody's pressuring you 90 feet or when you cross half court. And so I think there's a little misunderstanding about point guard, shooting guard, and like what's in between. And same thing goes for Amen Thompson. These guys ain't got listen, because Fred VanVleet is not in our long-term plans, bro. He's not. He's not. I'm sorry. Right? Fred VanVleet is not in our long-term plans. He's just not. Right? And so I need Reed to be under Fred's tutelage, watching him, picking up some of his good habits on that side of the court, because Fred can handle. You don't see Fred being scared or nervous to bring the ball past half court. Fred doesn't turn his back to the defense because he's scared of getting his pickpocketed. And so I just need Reed Sheppard Green just to work on that, bro. He ain't got to be elite at it, bro. But just if you're asked to bring the ball up court and run offense, can you do it for a couple of possessions in case the Amen's in foul trouble, in case of Fred VanVleet misses a few games? And so that's what I want from Reed Sheppard. Yes, I agree. He needs to get bigger. He needs to get stronger. Defensively, he's never going to be an elite defensive player. He can't be. I mean, just based off of biology. Just based off biology. Look at him. He's a miniature guard, bro. I saw Reed in person, Green. I was close to the guy, bro. He's not that big. He's not that big, bro. He's not. And so if he can just compete on defense to where his team can have his back and the rotations can get set, guys can step over, and he can kind of gear those guys towards the bigs and they can be a presence, I'm cool with that, bro. My only issue with Reed Sheppard is with the defense is when he doesn't show the hustle. He's not competing on defense, right? Because listen, you can compete on defense and still get your ass cooked, right? We know that. But I'm saying at least compete, bro. Don't be lazy. Don't shortcut it. And then just try your best to, get these guys going into the paint where your bigs can somewhat be a presence, bro. But, bro, Reed Sheppard is going to be, in my opinion, just fine, bro. The dude can shoot the basketball. This was his first postseason. I don't think he played well. He had that big turnovers versus the Lakers. Bro, like, it's a learning curve. And so, listen, I mean, you look at year 1 to year 2, he got better, Green. His numbers went up. You look at his second year jump, bro, compared to some guys in the past, he made a big jump in the second year. Now, we're going to nitpick and we're going to get on his flaws and his shortcomings. But overall, bro, last season, I give Reed Sheppard a solid B, bro. A solid B, right? A solid B for what he was asked to do. Oh, and not to mention, make or miss. Isn't it funny how Reed Sheppard ain't afraid to take big shots, bro? He's not make or miss. And so I do appreciate that about him, right? We saw him last season make some big shots versus, I think it was San Antonio, I think even Denver. Now, some games he gonna miss some shots, some games he gonna make some shots. But I respect a dude who ain't afraid to take the shot, make or miss. And so he can get better, bro. We can get better, and he's gonna get better. And I think him being the third overall pick and the way he shot it in college, I think people have high expectations of him. But I think we need to, taper those things down because look who he's playing with, bro. Like, he's not getting the same opportunities as some of the young guys in his class, right? He doesn't have the ultimate green light, right? He's playing with a KD, Amen, Sengun, Jabari Smith, right? Fred's coming back. And so we got to be realistic with our expectations of Reed Sheppard. And we have to understand the team he's on, bro, where he was drafted to. And so I don't expect Reed to be a 20-point scorer this upcoming season. If he can give me around 13, 14, and overall field goal percentage in the mid 40s, maybe high 40s, and then 3-point range, if he's anywhere between 38 and 40, I'm cool with that, bro. I'm cool with that. So me, I like him. He's going to be just fine. I like his attitude. He seems like he's very coachable. He's not a distraction. He's okay with Eman's rotations. I didn't hear anything behind the scenes with him being a problem when his minutes were cut at some point last season, because there was a stretch there where he wasn't playing as much, like for a few games, but then Eman went back to him. And so I like I like Reed Sheppard, bro. I think he's gonna be just fine, bro. In my opinion, Gray.
I'm with you, Mr.
Salute,
Man.
Mook.
I'm with you, man.
Salute, Murder
I'm with
Mook.
you, Mr. Man. Shout out to my boy Murder Mook pulling up. But real quick, Mr. Mass, I want to
Yeah.
read out Fred VanVleet's numbers because you did
Okay.
mention Reed Sheppard's production. 13 and a half points, and everything of that nature. So when you look at Fred VanVleet, the first 2 years in Houston for Fred VanVleet, we know he changed the culture along with Dylan Brooks defensively and bringing some veteran shit to the table. So for the first year of Fred VanVleet, 13.9 points. You could say 14 points, 41% from the field, 38% from the three, and let me see the assists. 7 assists for Fred VanVleet. No. Yeah, 8 assists. 8 assists for Fred VanVleet. And then the last year, he didn't play last year, so the year before that, he had 5 assists. That's the Warriors series, right? But this is a regular season. So Fred VanVleet, 60 games, 37% from the field. Tough. 34% from the three. Tough. And he averaged 14 points and 5 assists. So I say that to say this, Mook, that this is why you mold a guy like Reed Sheppard to be, like the Doc T. Will in the chat say, a combo guard. He's not necessarily a point guard, and he's not, a full-fledged two guard. But I believe his strong suit is shooting guard because he's 47% catch and shoot, and that's where his numbers, really, really make sense. Shout out to Mook, man. Radio Sports. Mookie, man. What's good, Mook?
What it is? How y'all doing, my brothers?
I'm good, bro. You good, Mook? I see what you had posted over there, bro. But you good on that part?
Yeah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Just another day, my brother. Another day, another dollar, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Life moves on, my brother. You
Hey,
gotta survive. It's all about survival, man. This is about the Houston Rockets, baby.
Hey,
it's all about survival with the Rockets, brother.
It's Reed
all
Sheppard.
about survival with, when we talk about in terms of Reed Sheppard, bro. Reed Sheppard is a very, very good player. I think when we talk about like off ball, like this off ball stuff, like I think that's his value, right? Shooting, coming off a curl, coming off a Chicago action, dribble penetration, dribble handoff, coming out, ghosting out, flaring out, and being able to rise up and shoot. That's what Reed Sheppard. Reed Sheppard can also handle the ball. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that the Rockets have to look at. They have to look at valuing Reed Sheppard. You want his impact on the team to go up. You know what I'm saying? Because when he's flourishing and he's hitting shots and he's shooting close to 40% from the 3-point line, right? That will make y'all a better offense. That will lock floor spacing. That'll lock movement, motion, flow. But that's something that Ime has to do. And Ime does not have the capabilities. I remember when Ma sat there and said that when y'all got Ime Udoka, right? He sat there and said, this is a championship winning coach. I'm like, what the fuck championship has he won, right? So it's all about putting in the right system and the schemes to be able to help him flourish as the off-ball player. And when he gets going, y'all have very good offense.
Yeah, we know, Ime is not all there as far as offensive minded. He brings the defense to the table. But Mook, Maz, he is a championship level coach. He been to the finals. That's what I'm saying. So you could say he been to the finals.
What championship has he won?
I ain't say he was a championship level. That don't mean he's a championship tier coach.
You say he's a championship coach. What championship has he won though?
He's been to the finals. So he's in that class where he can get. He proved he can get there.
I mean, you can be the finals, but that don't mean you're a championship coach. We talk about winning championship. We talk about installing championship principles, traits, right? What is Ime Udoka is doing? Like his offense is very stagnant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a very stagnant offense. He does not, rely on a lot of motion. I feel like if he allowed a lot of motion, a lot of secondary actions on the second side, so that means like if you put Shagun in the post, like where's the other things? Like where's somebody moving? You got someone setting the pick. Then you got the guy that's setting the pick. He's also cutting, right? Then another guy that's coming around, relocating to the 3-point line. It's so many things that you have to do. Right,
and I agree. I agree with that. I agree with that, Mook. But at the same time, if these players have a low IQ, of can't even run the basics, so you running something complicated to a certain degree with these players like Alperen Sengun been in the post. We preach about that all the time. LP, you need to be back to the basket. But if he's missing shots in the post, and if he's, throwing a dead man pass off a down screen to KD, then, that's on the players. The play is supposed to be run, but it's on the players too to run them plays and execute them plays.
Absolutely, my brother. So, I'm the Rockets is just it's all about praying, right? Pray that Ime can do the right things. Pray that KD can buy into the culture, and pray that Fred VanVleet can still be that same guy, where he was. And I do think that having a guy like Fred VanVleet will also help the offense because he is somewhat of a table setter. He's a guy that can hit threes. He's a guy that can defend. He has very good positional defense. He's very good in the passing lane, right? So hopefully that can happen. But this is all stems for Ime Udoka. He is not a good coach. And I've been trying to tell you that, Greenleaf, and y'all gonna understand. Once he's gone and y'all bring somebody that is much better than him, the Rockets ceiling would be off the roof. Would you agree, Miles?
Not just Ime, bro, but Kevin Durant. I don't care who's coming back from injury. Fred. I don't care if Kareem Abdul-Jabbar comes back this season, bro. They have Kevin Durant on the roster. We are doomed. We will lose. And so I never said Ime was no championship caliber coach, bro. He's overrated. He makes no adjustments and he has no clue what to do on offense. You know what I'm saying? But I do agree with your Reed Sheppard points about him playing off ball handling, flares, pin down screens, floppy action, Chicago actions, all that shit that shooters do. And so that part I agree with. But Reed Sheppard, again, Mookie and Green and Frost, he ain't got to be no traditional prototypical point guard. Just when he's asked to do it, can he do it at an efficient level to where he's not taking away from that position to where he can run offense? That's it. And they're not asking Reed Sheppard to play point guard all game. It may be on a short circuit basis throughout a game, here or there, some possessions here or there. And so that's it. And same thing goes for Thompson, bro. And last point, for all y'all talking about that Fred VanVleet is all this in a bag of chips, Greenleaf read y'all his numbers, bro. That shit didn't sound enticing to me, bro, at all. Reed Sheppard in the second season, Green, shot the ball
right
better.
there. Yeah, shot you right there.
Yeah. Shot the ball better, basically. And then points wise, he's right there. And so the only thing that Fred has over Reed Sheppard is just his experience and his ball handling. That's it. Like that's a clear advantage. Other than that, bro, damn, that shit crazy, bro. Like you gotta get those braids done, bro. That shit crazy.
You don't like my braid?
It's all good, bro. But no. So outside of ball handling and maybe play making, bro, like Fred ain't just clearing Reed Sheppard, bro. He's not. He's
a better passer. He's a better playmaker.
I just said that. No, I said outside of playmaking and ball handling.
And he's a better defender, Moss.
Okay,
and Fred,
I agree.
Fred don't provide the same off-ball value, but Fred can play off the ball.
No. He can. But Fred is a volume shooter, and at times he does take the Rockets out their offense, bro, with some of his shot selection. My opinion. I mean, I've seen it up close and personal. He takes a lot of shots, and he doesn't make a lot of shots. Whereas Reed's not doing that. But you're right. Defensively, Fred's better.
I mean, I believe
he's better.
Reed, is a better shooter right now than Fred VanVleet, across the board. But I try to, put into context of what Fred, the point guard duties, has been asked from him. So when you look at the turnover ratios and y'all mentioned steals, Fred was 1.6 steals last year, and Reed Sheppard this year 1.5. So it's like he's right there, Reed Sheppard, and getting those reps. It's gonna be a big, it's gonna benefit him. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't know what Fred VanVleet is gonna look like coming back, Mook. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he's gonna look like. Is he healthy or not?
I think Fred VanVleet would be incredible coming back for the Rockets. This is the guy, Fred VanVleet,
of course,
who should appear.
If he's healthy though, Mook.
he's going to. I mean, he set up. I'm glad he set up a whole year for that injury. But he should be really, really good. And I just think that him and KD's chemistry, I think him and KD seems cool. I think they like one another, you know what I'm saying? And I feel as though that he would be great and get KD in the spots. He's the guy that I trust making simple entry passes in the post. I feel like outside of Sengun, like I feel like some of the Rockets players just telegraph their passes a lot, right?
Nah, that's a fact.
Especially getting KD in the post and stuff like that. This is a guy in Fred
KD
Van
ain't posting up, bro. KD's not posting up, bro. And if Fred's at the top of the key with the ball in his hands, you tell me what KD's doing, bro. KD is no longer moving off ball like that no more, bro. KD's not moving off the ball like that no more. So what is KD doing when Fred is fucking trying to dictate, bro? He gonna come to the top of the key and grab the basketball and try to isolate himself, bro.
That's not what you know. That shouldn't happen. That shouldn't happen.
It happened with Devin Booker, Mookie. It happened with Devin Booker, and Devin Booker to me is a much better Fred VanVleet, a way better Fred VanVleet. He can ball handle and play make better than Fred VanVleet. And you saw KD still turn the ball over.
But the thing about Devin Booker is not a pass first point guard, a table setter, right?
And neither is Fred VanVleet, bro. And neither is Fred VanVleet. No, he's not. He's a score first guard.
No, he's not. That's not what Fred VanVleet.
No,
when Fred VanVleet, no, you're confusing that he had the role. Like you gotta understand when the Rockets didn't have a guy like KD, right? Fred VanVleet role was to score more. Now that he has a dominant scorer like KD, and we've seen Fred VanVleet with Kawhi. When Fred VanVleet had the ball in his hands, right? When there was Kyle Lowry on the bench, that man was force feeding to Siakam, force feeding to Kawhi. Then
but
when
Kawhi's
the opportunities
but Kawhi's not Kevin Durant though. Kawhi don't do the dumb shit KD does though, bro. So that's different. And when has Fred VanVleet ever been a fucking pass first guard in this league, bro? When was this?
Miles, you have to look at
what year was this?
With the Raptors.
Bro, he was fucking leading them damn near in scoring on the Raptors, bro. He was never a fucking pass.
Yeah, but that was his role. His role was to ask the school. Fred VanVleet can. So you're telling me Fred VanVleet can dribble the ball up, redirect traffic, first force someone to post up. You tell me Fred VanVleet can't do that, Mas? He can do that.
Listen, bro, he can do it. But my question is this: what is
KD on the court too?
Doing? Exactly. What is KD doing when Fred's doing that, bro? KD ain't posting like, bro. Kevin Durant don't want to play in the post no more, bro.
He coming off a curl. He coming off a curl, Mas.
Yeah, it's that motion pin down. What you remember, Mas? You know what I'm saying? We watched them games where they try to set a down screen and he couldn't get open and guys couldn't get him the ball. I think that was the action. But what you saying is that Kevin Durant is at the age and you know what I'm saying what his game is predicated on is that, and he can't even get open off of those plays, right?
Literally point at the shit that KD did. I can literally point at the shit that KD did. I can literally point it and blame it to Ime Udoka. Ime Udoka didn't put Kevin Durant because he did not put Kevin Durant in a situation where he can be successful, bro.
So
he had KD bringing up the ball up the top of the key. Like you don't do that,
A player in year 19 needs to be told not to turn the ball over, bro. Not to back up and let two guys trap.
But most of KD's turnovers is because the double team is coming up high on the top of the key, and KD is not a good passer when the double team happens.
So Mookie, if they're coming, then pass the ball early, then, bro. That's not Ime's fault. No, okay.
It is Ime. It is Ime. KD on the top of the key, Mas. You put him on the low post in the nail.
Hold on, bro. I agree. It's part of Ime's fault. Yes, my bad. I misspoke. It's part of Ime's fault, but it's also KD's fault, bro. It's also KD's fault.
Yeah, it's his fault for turning the ball over. But I look at this. This the thing. When I was a little kid, I was taught cause and effects, right? So the cause of KD's turnover was Ime Udoka running actions primarily on the top of the key.
So
the effect is the turnover.
What was the cost of KD turning the ball over in Phoenix, bro? And fucking that the worst fourth quarter offense in the league. And KD had Devin Booker doing the same shit.
Them not having a true table setter point guard.
They had nigga at one point, bro. They had fucking Tyus Jones, bro, the best backup point guard
Are
in the
you
fucking league,
serious?
bro.
Tyus
Are you
Jones is not no
serious? Are you
Tyus
serious?
Jones is not no table setting point guard, ma. Stop it.
Yes, he is, bro. Yes, he
No,
is.
he's not. He's a combo
Greenleaf.
guard that
No, he's not, bro.
he's a
He was the
combo guard
back.
that makes simple pick and roll read
He
passes.
was
That's
the
it,
best
ma.
bapkup point guard in the league, bro. In
No,
Memphis, bro.
he
What the
was
fuck
not.
you talking about, bro? Yes,
Hey,
he was.
hey,
What
hold
we
on, hold on.
doing here?
I want Reggie to get up in here. Hey,
Oh,
hey,
my
salute,
bad, my bad.
Red. Hey, Red, what's
Yeah,
good,
I'm
Red?
Ryan Mars, man.
No, I'm
Red.
Mookie's fucking.
Yo, what up? What up?
He got fucking worms in his head and shit.
What's up? What's up? What's up with it, Reg? Hey, salute to you, Reggie. Hey, man, what you got on the top, man? What you got on Reed Sheppard at the shooting guard position? And what do you feel like is his best fit as far as the team overall, bro?
Yeah, man. Salute Greenleaf. Salute everybody on the panel. They both right, bro. Y'all was chopping it up about this topic, man. And Mookie made a lot of good points, bro. Specifically about Reed Sheppard and how he should be utilized, man. He's a combo guard. He's an undersized two with a good handle, a decent handle. He need to work on his decision making outside of shooting the basketball. We know he can. He got better at taking those shots in big moments within the flow of the offense, but as far as like making the right pass, making the right reads, moving without the ball, stuff like that, he needs to work on that a little bit more this offseason to bring that into the season, that layer to his game. I think he'll be good. I think it'll for him it's a utilization issue. Can the coaching staff put him in position to make plays? Because there's gonna be a lot of times, bro, just the way our team is set up, bro, he gonna have to like basically make it happen. He gonna have to become a better shot creator because our lack of offensive creativity. So it's gonna be times where he might throw up some shit and we like, man, what is Reed doing? He ain't really had no choice. He had to do it. Because as Rockets fans, we know we go through them dry spells where we going 3 or 4 minutes without scoring the basketball. At times we get a big lead and then we lose the lead and end up losing the game because we go on these crazy dry spells, bro, where we just can't buy a bucket for minutes at a time. So the reason why, like Matt said, Fred was having to take these shots like that was because a lot of time the offense goes stagnant, or he had to really. It was like a momentum thing. Like somebody got to do something because nobody was doing nothing. And so a lot of times those shots Fred was taking, like he had to do something. And I think that's kind of like some context that you need to add to his stats, bro. Like he does provide a lot of value that's not really measured in regular stats. Like you're really gonna have to like watch the game to see kind of his value, right? And while we struggled at times, like the same thing we talk about with the KD situation, with the turnovers, a lot of that, the only guy on the team that can really get in KD ass, bro, is Fred. The only dude that have enough that KD respect is Fred, bro. And Fred gonna kind of set the table and put everybody where they need to be.
That's not true, Reggie. That's not true.
I think so, bro. I'm not saying
How do you know
Fred is
that,
like
bro?
gonna tell KD what to do, but like if KD make a mistake, Fred gonna be like, "Hey, man, like what the,
Right.
and
Same shit we said about Ime Udoka, bro. The same shit we said about bro. They said Ime was gonna come in, have control, have discipline, bro. Nigga, and KD ran that shit last year, bro. KD
yeah, he
said, "Fuck
folded.
you, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do, bro." And you think Fred VanVleet got control, bro? Come on, Reggie, stop it, bro.
That's a good point, bro. I ain't even
I
gonna
know it
argue
is.
that.
But Mars on the podcast on the podcast. Hey, Moot, on that podcast, Fred VanVleet podcast, Fred VanVleet also said that at times Ime Udoka will run a play or set up some shit, and he'll be like, "Man, fuck that. We doing it like this, and it'll work." That's the general you need on the court as far as what Fred VanVleet. You know what I'm saying? So you need
that
them.
shit weak.
Yeah. Like Ime ain't offensive minded, bro. So when you got a point guard like Fred VanVleet, he can say, "Hey, nah, scratch that shit. We gonna go through Sengun right here instead of KD."
But Mons, you also got to understand something about your brother's keeper. See, the thing is that you might not listen well with the coach, right? Because you feel as though the coach don't understand you from a personal level, right? But you're going to understand your brother. Your brother is going to understand you. So that's why it called brother's keeper, right? So I would think that KD would listen to a guy like Kevin Durant because they have grown a close relationship,
bro. How did it work out with him listening to Devin Booker, bro?
Devin Booker was not close like that. They were not that friends.
Yeah,
I think the
that
Nigga,
difference
they
is,
he should have
what
they
made
should
you
have had
think
Chris
that Kevin
Paul still on
Durant?
that team.
well,
What
I
makes y'all
think the
think that Kevin
difference
Durant
is,
and Fred VanVleet are close like that, bro? What the fuck? What
and
are you
also
talking
KD
about?
respect the fact that Fred beat, well, if I know he got hurt and everything, but Fred beat KD to get his ring, right? And we all seen that.
Right.
We all seen what Fred did in the finals.
Reggie, you are assuming, bro. Reggie, it sounds good from the outside looking in, bro. But on the court, when KD comes to the top of the key, clapping, saying, "Give me the ball and get the fuck out of my way," and then he
Yeah,
turns that bitch over, bro. Then yeah,
it,
we'll
it-
see.
it's
But
not
Mars,
a good look, bro.
This is the thing, Mars. I'm
I can't
not
even argue.
dismissing
I
what you're
get your
saying.
skepticism, bro. It's not a good look.
And Maz, I'm
Facts,
not
Reggie.
dismissing
Facts,
what you're
Reggie.
saying because you are 100% correct. I don't think Rockets, even at their full capacity, when we're talking about terms of like playing at this great level, is going to be
Yeah,
able to reach the mountaintop. Because when you're best player, and we're in a league today where you have if your primary scorer and your best creator, your number one option is struggling to make reads and telegraphing his passes, can't handle physical defenses,
simple
you
passes
you
too.
will lower the
Simple
ceiling of
shit.
your team, right? And
I
that's something
I
what
agree.
KD has, right? KD, he
Yeah,
can't. We all know that he's a slow processor. He
he
can't
can't even
process
make
everything.
AAU passes, bro. Kevin Durant can't make simple AAU passes, bro. The nigga can't pass the ball, bro. He's
So
7 feet tall.
it's
Get the
up to
ball
the,
tipped and shit.
but it's up to the coaching staff to, I guess,
But
take the
then, but
ball
then,
out his
Mom,
hands.
this is the thing that you got to understand. I'm sorry for cutting you off, Reggie. I'm sorry, my brother. I'm gonna say this good point too. You also got to understand this is that if KD can't be the lead, well, he can't be the lead option, number one option. But if it's this that can cap your ceiling off of winning a championship because your flawed playmaking and passing and stuff like that, then we have to transition to can Sengun become that? Because we all know Sengun is a very
No,
good passer and a very good playmaker. He's a very good connected passer. But can he grow him into that room where he can take the next step? And
no,
that's
he
what y'all
can't,
need to
bro.
talk
No,
about.
no, he can't, bro. No, no. We're doomed, bro. No. Our two best players ain't good enough, bro. Period. No. I saw
Mom, you
Sagoon
don't
get
think Sengun can never be that good enough, man?
I
Or
saw
just
Sagoon get cooked by DeAndre Ayton, bro. I'm done. No, I don't think so.
Yeah, yeah. I hate it. It's
Am I
sad
right,
because
Reggie? Am I right, Reggie?
y'all kind of both right. Mookie is speaking from an optimistic
No,
standpoint,
Mookie ain't right, bro. Don't hype Mookie up.
I
He ain't
am
right.
right,
it's,
Mom.
but at the
I'm
same
right.
time, all of your concerns are very alarming and they're very warranted. Like based on what we seen last season, so it's like I can't even say I disagree because a lot of these concerns you have are very valid, bro. And I think, and I'm not trying to be a Reed apologist, but I think Reed Sheppard in particular is in a weird position where like because he got put in a situation where the team is not built for him to succeed. I'm gonna just keep it real. Like, yeah, it's up to you. You can come in and play, but like if you, yeah, you as a player, you work on your game, but you are who you are. Like he's not gonna become like 4 inches taller and more athletic overnight, bro. He's a 6'1", 6 foot combo guard that's a shooter. That's what he is, and he's iffy on defense. He can play the passing lanes, and he gives effort, and you know what I'm saying, and all that. He's a smart player, but that's pretty much what you're gonna get from him. Like he's gonna probably peak in like the next 2 seasons. Like he just is who he is, right? So I mean, I remember when we drafted him, we was having these comparisons. Like on his best day, he could be like a Steve Nash
Mark
or
Price.
a Mark Price. You know what I'm saying? On his best day. On his worst day,
I
he could be
mean,
like
yeah.
a Fred VanVleet type player. You know what I'm saying? Just shoot the ball better. like,
I mean, like if we talking about the numbers, I mean, the dude numbers was right there with Fred VanVleet in his third season, putting him off the bench. We ain't speaking on that. He was doing that off the bench, 13.5 points per game, and Fred was 13.9. So I don't want to say the decline is there with Fred VanVleet or is approaching, but when you throw in the goddamn ACL injury, how does Fred VanVleet look? That's why I want Reed Sheppard to really and Amber Thompson too, because I think this team really missing that point guard type of aspect because we know what type of coach we have. And y'all saying get rid of the coach. Yeah, down the road, yeah. And I think that's up in the air because at that time these players will be mature and old enough, you know what I'm saying, to understand the game where, you know what I'm saying, they can be professional enough. But right now, bro, you still need that discipline as we seen in the fucking first round against the Lakers. the boys couldn't hold a glass of water against the old ass Lakers. Luke Kennard, goddamn Marcus Smart. Now that we have, so I'm just saying with Reed Sheppard at point guard and Amen Thompson playing point guard, Fred VanVleet coming back, it's gonna make up a lot for what the coach that we have, Reg. Because he's still a blockhead on offense. And coming to this season, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you made a good point about the point guard position. I think Reed will have a better season. I would like to see him be more consistent. He was real streaky, but all in all, given the circumstances, I think Reed will be all right, man. I don't think this is one of those streams where it's like it's gonna be some real controversial shit. Like we just coming down on him because he, and
No,
last
but
year
a lot of people feel like he's a point guard though. He's a point guard.
he's not.
I disagree with that. I don't think he's a point guard at
Yeah.
all. That's why I'm saying like he's gonna wear that shooting guard jacket, Moss.
But he could be like a combo guard. Like in certain situations, he might have to bring the ball up, or if the primary ball handler get jammed, he might have to assume those duties. All I want to see from him is he might have to bring the ball up from time to time
Yeah.
and initiate the offense. I don't need to see him like and maybe run a basic pick and roll and make the right read. Right. I don't need to see him doing his Chris Paul, Steve Nash impersonation. I don't need that from him. I just need him to bring the ball up, swing the rock, get in the floor of the offense, and catch and shoot jumpers, right? And break down the defense and maybe make an entry pass. That's all I need from you if you're going to be handling the rock more. I don't need him to be, you know, 2 and 3 screening rolls and rejecting the pick and splitting the pick. I don't need him doing all that. That's not what I need from him. So I guess
The dude.
real talk, without a less athletic, I need him to be like I say, if he do run the pick and roll, kind of like Dame Lillard, bro. Like Dame Lillard, when he run a screen and roll, he looking to come off that mug and shoot. He ain't looking to pass. He not feeding the big. He not
Reggie,
tween gaming with a floaty or a midi or a lob. He bro coming off the screen ready.
You feel
to
like
pull
we
it.
should run some Steph Curry and Damian Lillard action because he's a for sure shooter, and that's how that's how Steph Curry was positioned as a point guard at first, and then Steve Kerr came around and he got more loose running off screens and pin downs and stuff like that, and he became a deadly shooter off that. But it gets tricky because now we seeing running the offense through Reed Sheppard when he comes off the bench instead of everybody else with the KDs of the world and LPs of the world. When he's on the court, just like he had the rock in his hand last year, he should be the main focal point of the offense. You feel like that way, like where we should run action through Reed Sheppard because he elevates the team off his shooting. I wouldn't say he'll slouch on defense, but he he'll give you some effort, things of that nature. Do you feel like we should run some action as far as like the whole Reed Sheppard thing coming off the bench? Because he's going to be playing with Marcus Smarts and whoever's else out on the court in that second unit.
Yes, bro. Should be if he's the best shooter on the team, bro. Outside of KD, he should get. I'm not saying he maybe get a few plays here and there. It's gonna keep the defense honest. It's gonna stretch the defense out more. It's gonna allow KD to have easier looks, bro. KD will get those one-on-ones he likes because if you had to chase this dude around the court, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have more opportunity. LP gonna have more opportunities in the post. KD on the elbow. Like it's just gonna open up the game for everybody. Marcus Smart, he's gonna have probably open shots in the corner. Amen is gonna open up everybody's game if you have another guy who can score at that midi to 3-point range, right? It's just gonna open everybody's game up, and it's gonna help his passing game too. Because like Steph, he was cool, like he could pass, but he became a better passer later in his career when he had to go back to being more on the ball. Because now, I mean, you can't even bro past half court, he ready to pull it, and he gonna make it over 40% of the time from the logo. So it's like now I gotta play him different, and now he blow by you, and he getting the different matchups, and he passed it off too. So I think you can never have enough shooting, bro. Like, and we definitely need.
That's what they say. We most desperately we want Jabari Smith Jr. and Reed Sheppard to be elite shooters as they grow and mature as individual basketball players. I think we discussed on the last stream as far as Jabari Smith Jr. being a league average 3-point shooter at what 36-35%, and Reed Sheppard is around 38%. I'm just saying, like, he is the most, you know what I'm saying, upside is becoming our best shooter and our best, you know, lethal threat. You know what I'm saying? As far as what we're talking right now. So we putting the ball in his hand, we running motion through him. And he's also, you know, with the catch and shoot, bro, Reed Sheppard has the upside. And I don't want to list him as a shooting guard, but that's what he lives at. I think that's where he's safe at. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we really have those guards right now. You know what I'm saying? Right now, like Ma said, he don't have to be a Chris Paul's of the world, because those are hard to come by these days. I haven't seen a Chris Paul type of point guard yet. But when y'all list Devin Booker and guys like that can give you assists off of the gravity because they can score. So they're attacking like James Harden shit, they're attacking addition type shit. And you have KD next to you that can 50, 40, 90 type shit. So they have to really come into their own.
I think I think we're gonna have to hold on to Reed and kind of give him a little bit more time, bro. Cause like he kind of like our Austin Reeves, bro. It took Austin Reeves about a few years to kind of start to really, really pop and show what he can do. Granted, his role expanded, you know, as time went on. So I think that's Reed Sheppard kind of in a similar situation, bro. He gonna have to kind of really just. I'm not saying his game is like Austin Reeves, but he gonna have to really step up his production a little bit more. But I think he will, bro. I think he's not that small of a guy. I mean, we've seen smaller guys get they shot off. I mean, Aaron Brooks, his game ain't like Aaron Brooks, but I mean, you remember Aaron Brooks used to get his shot off for real, like all three levels, bro. Aaron Brooks was like 5'10". So I think Reed Sheppard, he'll be all right, man. He just needs to have an adjustment period, bro. And I think last year at the end of the season, we seen it, bro. Like I keep that OKC game when he went off. That was like when you say, man, what was the turning point? When did bro just start cooking? I think that was the game, bro. I think that was the game where stuff started. Well, you could see the shift, bro. It just like Ahmed. I think Ahmed had a game at the end of the year. Um, he scored like a 40 ball, and I was like, damn, like he was cooking. But then there's games where I seen the shift. They go the opposite way. Where I was like, yeah, this season cooked. It was that Minnesota game, bro. We dropped it at double OT, bro.
Man.
I said we cooked, bro.
Man, yeah, that shit. We just, hey, bro. Hey, Red, man, that's like, you know how you get on a roller. We at Six Flags, nigga. You go to the highest level on the highest roller coaster, and you know how they feel, and when your stomach going to your chest on that big drop, nigga. That's how I felt, bro. You know what I'm saying? Your heart going to your stomach, nigga.
I remember them Astroworld days. What the dungeon drop,
the
bro?
dungeon, yeah, the dungeon drop. Shit, that shit. You go straight up and come straight down, nigga, on one breath type shit.
The serial thriller, hey, remember
nigga.
serial? All that shit.
Hey, man, that's how I felt, bro.
Hey, them boys took us to Astroworld and that motherfucker, man. Oh shit, boy, I felt, hey, oh dog, bro. Hey, all my Houstonians know, bro.
Yeah, they know what it is. They know what that is. They know what it is, bro.
Oh man, dude, that game. And that's why I said like certain games, certain points in the season, bro, it's gonna be a shift. That momentum, that energy, it could take a change for the good. It could take a turn for the worse, bro. And so I think for Reed and Ahmed specifically, I think towards the end of the year, because they had their hands in a lot of different pots. It was like they got more time to play, but not developing their role because their role shifted based on the needs of the team.
Yeah.
So it's not like an OKC situation where it's like you got a bunch of dudes, you got 10 dudes that could literally be starters in the league, but they role is solidified. Like they got a role and they just able to develop in that role for like 2 to 3 years.
But really,
like
that's why I feel like, you know, this team was handicapped to a certain degree, especially last season. We didn't want Kevin Durant, you know what I'm saying, to go out there, you know, be the the turnover machine that he is, but that's just probably in his nature as far as putting the ball in hand and make decisions off of traps and things like that. So, and he, you know what I'm saying, if you want to believe in his burner account, he even said that he didn't give a damn about the shit. You know what I'm saying? They called to play for such and such. I'm going to turn this bitch over type shit. So what I'm saying is that Ime Udoka, first and foremost, he's head of the snake as far as the offense and setting these guys up. And Ime is more of a like let's take Nick Nurse, Rich. Nick Nurse. These coaches need well-rounded, you know what I'm saying, skin in the game type of players. When he won a championship in Toronto, and then you look at what he's doing in Philly, right? Now that he's has LeBron James, Joel Embiid, and all these players. So he's going to look differently as a head coach. But it's about the veteran aspect that you add to your team and the young pieces that you have to your team. You already have. You do. You they're developing under certain veteran players. So what we have, and Ime Udoka came here and say, okay, I'm going to turn this around with these young players. Youth is not an excuse. But now that Ime Udoka got him out there format is what they doing with the Jalen Green era, right? Now, no KD in the playoffs. No Fred VanVleet, no Steven Adams. These some big names as far as veterans in the NBA today. When you leave them out, bring them back this year, I think these young core pieces are going to play very differently and, you know, be more mature as far as how they approach the game and how they take the game, you know, as far as who they already are. Because the only players that's really going to get paid now is what Reed Sheppard and goddamn Thompson. We waiting to see what that's going to do. So what I'm trying to say is, man, with Ime Udoka as your head coach and you know, the Nick Nurses of the world or the whoever it may be, you need some ready-made players right now. You know what I'm saying? You need some, and them being young, they have to be molded and to be veterans of the game. We talking about Reed Sheppard in his third year this year. We talking about Alperen Sengun. We talking about Jabari Smith Jr., Thompson, all these guys, Red, Maz. You feel me? You see, you feel what I'm trying to say? Like, you need some ready-made players for it to work. Because at the beginning of the season, it was working like magic. Then we hit a wall. Then what, Red?
I think for Reed, he'll be okay, man. I hope he can be the best player he can be because that would benefit us as a Rockets fan, right? I think we had a lot of high hopes for him. Some of the comparisons, you know, when I was younger, man, it was a player I used to enjoy watching. I enjoy watching him. I just love the way he played the game of basketball. I know y'all remember Kirk Heinrich, man.
Oh yeah, I fuck with Kurt Heinrich. Yeah.
Kirk Heinrich was
Hey,
a baller, dog. Kirk Heinrich was, and not only that, he was a dog. Kirk
dog.
Heinrich was a dog, bro. He was kind of like a 3-and-D guy. He was a little bit bigger than Reed. I think Kirk Heinrich was about 6'4", but they used to always make him guard like these bigger, more athletic players, bro. Like he was a point guard.
Mm-hmm.
And he could play the two. He could
Mhm.
shoot it. Kurt Heinrich he had a heater on him. He could shoot it. He could do a little bit of everything, bro. Like he was never a superstar, but he always was just a solid, like whatever role he had, he paid the point. He wasn't trash, but he was solid. He played the two. Solid. He was off the ball, catch and shoot, screens, bro. Like guard the best player. Like he was guard the point guard the shooting guard. Okay, guard LeBron James. I'm like, bro, like he was, bro. My thing, and he was a dog, bro. He had that mask on. Bro, physical, defense, clamps, bro. I'm not saying Reed should be clamps, but I want to see him just really be a better like on ball perimeter defender at times because they're gonna pick on him, bro. Like they're gonna get him into action. You know, we play the Timberwolves, LaMelo and Ant. Like, bro, you can't run from both of them. Like, you gotta guard one. So. When LaMelo and Anthony Edwards put you in the mix, what you gonna do, bro? You know, when you go to Portland, Scoot, Dame and Ja.
Mm-hmm.
And the old boy, the Israeli kid too, him. They got 4 dudes
Vita,
who could go downhill point
Denny
of attack.
Avita, whatever that nigga
Yes.
name is.
They got 3 point guards and a point forward, bro.
Yeah, they stacked on their guard play, bro. They stacked. Are we
You know what I
stacked
mean?
though?
They center like Chinese Jokic. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they got about 3, 4, 5 ball handlers, facilitators over there.
Hey, man.
So Reed, it ain't no more hiding, bro. The West, as
Mm-mm.
far as the guard play, the West has gotten a lot more, interesting with the guard play. The Clippers, um, they go. Man, I mean, it's a lot of teams, bro. That obviously the Warriors still with Steph.
You seen what happened to Denver, right? They getting
Yeah, man.
DeMar DeRozan and that's the thing, Rich. Like, how do we adding the players that we bringing into this season? You know what I'm saying? You're looking at what the league in the West, most definitely looking like. You have OKC, you have the Spurs. Who do you list after that, Rich? You know what I'm saying? Lakers, Denver, Minnesota. Who you listen as the number 3, really top 5 in the West? I think our window is still there. We still won 52 games, same record that we had prior, being number 2 in the West, but we had some, some speed bumps. We had some injuries. We had the injury bug big time. I'm talking about big time. Fred at the beginning of the season, KD at the end of the season, and Steven Adams at the middle of the season. So I just think you bring those 3 guys back healthy enough, we can do some damage with the young core that we have, with the development and experience that they have. I think we're gonna be prepared, as far as what's coming, because I don't think Golden State got better at all. I don't think the Lakers are that much better. You know what I'm saying? I know LeBron James was the biggest tag on that team. You know what I'm saying? So how do you feel about the Lakers? And then, after that, the Denver Nuggets, like I just mentioned, I don't believe in DeMar DeRozan at all. As far as that. After that, Portland, they was in the playoffs last year. Yeah, Phoenix. All these teams, bro, they have something to prove. And us being in the middle of the pack as far as something to prove. I think we in a good spot. We in a good little scenario where we have a mixture of a good core group.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if we look at the conference as a whole, bro, obviously you said OKC. I think Minnesota, bro, they obviously might surprise a lot of people. I think early on the season, you better get them because after Christmas, yeah, they gonna be pretty good. That team has been to the Western Conference Finals twice, I believe, and they've been consistently making it to the second round the last few years. They trying to take that next step. Chris Finch, the coach, he one of my favorite coaches in the league, bro.
Yeah, I fuck with Chris Finch. Yeah, I think he one of
that
them.
man can
He
coach.
one of them as a coach. He's one of them.
No matter what roster you give him, bro got them dudes balling out. It's gonna take some time to adjust. Like, and it's not pretty either. The type of basketball they play over there, it ain't pretty. It's real gritty, bro. Like watching the Minnesota game, you get a heart attack, bro. Like, yeah, besides Ant, you know what I'm saying? He be cooking, doing what he do, making it look real nice. But the rest of them dudes, they playing gutter ball over there, bro. Rudy Gobert, it's just real nasty basketball out there in Minnesota, bro.
Yeah,
So,
Minnesota. They got what's old boy name? They played with
um,
Tyrese and goddamn McDaniel.
oh yeah, we got Jaden McDaniel. Yeah. And
Jaden McDaniel one of them.
steady. He gonna be playing the 4 next year, bro. And so because they got rid of Nas Reed. And the thing about Jaden McDaniel, I seen some stats on him. He actually his numbers is the best of his career when they played him at the small ball 4. And like the team was like their winning percentage was like high as hell. And on top of that, he was like more efficiency and all this kind of, the little analytics they did on him.
Right.
So if it's Gobert, Jaden McDaniels, they re-signed some dude. He gonna be like the 3 or the backup point. So they got a backup point. Yeah, bro. With Ant, yeah, they might. It might take, like I said, if Rudy can stay healthy and anchor that defense, bro. I'm penciling Minnesota for maybe I think either that third seed, either second or third seed, bro. I can see Minnesota after OKC, bro. Um, I would say they're a team to watch, bro. Portland, they're going to surprise a lot of people. I think Portland.
Yeah, Portland might got something to do. I see Patriot in the comment section. He talking about Portland would be top 5. Shit, that mean what we at? You know what I'm saying?
I think Portland gonna be the team that they're gonna knock us off, bro. I think they got a lot of momentum.
You think
bro.
that much better than us? Really?
Nah, they could be, depending on how this point guard situation work out. They got a
Drew
good little
Holiday.
squad.
They got Damian Lillard, John Morant, Denny
Bro, they
Avdia. You can put him at the guard position. And Scoot Henderson, who's off the bench trying to, mold himself into something over there. So, I mean, I'm not saying that Portland's not going to be reckoned with. I think they one of them up and coming teams too. They say the Utah Jazz is one of them teams too that's going to be a different team. They got Jaren Jackson Jr. They got a little mixture of what they trying to do. So they'll play in, play out type of low. You know what I'm saying? Playoff 8 seed type shit going.
Gonna be a top 8 seed, bro.
You think it'll be 8 seed type shit?
Like 7 or 8, bro. Yeah. I mean, they got some ballers. Like they got some, and they're young too. I know they traded, but the thing about it, if they're gonna, they traded away Walker Kessler, so it's like I mean, defensively, because I think Walker Kessler averaged like 2 blocks a game or close to it.
Nah, he a good defensive player presence. But Walker Kessler with the Lakers now. Yeah, he's with the Lakers now, so he helping them out. I mean, they got a lot of young talent, but they have Jaren Jackson Jr., who's a good defensive player. He was a defensive player of the year, so I don't know what his motivation is going to be with that team coming into the season. So that's all predicated on how they, approach the season. But they're one of them teams that's going to, be, trying to get out that lottery type shit. Just because you see us don't mean it's gonna be an easy win type shit. And,
Keontae George, bro.
George, fucking
Ace Bailey.
They got the little rookie that they have. So
people forgot about Ace Bailey. Like nobody talks about him. Like when he got drafted, they couldn't stop
him
talking
to Paul George and shit.
Yeah, man.
The talent level of it.
I guess AJ DeBouncer is like the he got all the juice, but people forgot about Ace Bailey, bro. I mean, yeah. And they just drafted Darren Peterson. Yeah, man. So,
I don't know, really.
So yeah.
I feel like, man, I think we gonna be solid, bro. We gonna be solid. I can't really, like I said, I want to see what Fred gonna look like though, bro. I want to see.
I think we'll be like a 4th seed.
Like. That's cool. I think that's cool. If we got home court advantage, I think that's good money. What?
Because we finished 4 last year, right?
5th. Now we were 5th seed.
Okay.
Lakers were right there, 1 game ahead of us, so 2 games, something like 1 game.
I think we might finish 4 or 5 this year. Realistically, I just think because a lot of the teams in the conference have gotten better. I think the team that's gonna fall off is Denver. I think Denver, bro, like that's a nothing burger. Like the Jokic fans losing their mind. Free Jokic, they
trying to trying to get. They got DeMar DeRozan, man. They ain't taking it serious with the Denver Nuggets. You might as well trade Jokic next season. All this other shit. Jokic gonna axe out and shit. Yeah, okay. Now they saying, Lakers trying to team up Jokic and Luka Doncic, and I be hearing all that Twitter and all that little stuff like that. But what star players like are we gonna have that second star? We know who KD is, right? KD gonna put asses in the seats, Red. He's gonna give you 26 plus per game a night. But what I know it's a Reed Sheppard, you know what I'm saying, stream, but who is gonna really jump out and be tagged along with the Kevin Durant presence and say, Yeah, the Rockets ain't to be fucked with. Ain't to be fucked with at all. You know, I think Alperen Sengun has the noise, but we seen the most of him. I ain't gonna say he hit his ceiling, you know, or nothing like that. I mean, Thompson, we talk about his jump shot. We talk about the inconsistency with Jabari Smith Jr. I don't know if he gonna really prevail as a all-star. It'll be shocking to me. I don't know, man. I don't know. I got the homie Rich Bass putting up. Hey, Rich, what's up with it, Rich? Rich, you there, bro?
Yeah, bro, what's up?
What's up with it, Rick? Hey, Rick, man, what you got on Reed Sheppard? What you got on, just to pick up on the conversation, bro? What you got on there, man? Salute.
Look, bro, you said a superstar. Man, is to be is to be seen, bro. I'm gonna say that. I really don't know. I kind of stopped predicting for the Rockets since the last couple of years. So I'm just, man, look, I'm playing it as I see it. As far as a superstar going forward, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you. But who we need to step up and possibly be a superstar, I mean, shit, anybody other than Kevin Durant. I'm gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's Amon, whether it's Sengun, whether it's Reed, Jabari, what you know what I'm saying? Any one of them guys in the starting lineup. You know what I'm saying? We need them to step up and just be way better than what they was. I can see what the organization is trying to do. They're trying to surround it, typically being basically around Amon Thompson, since they came out and said he's untouchable. So I mean, that says a lot. So that tells you what that direction they trying to go in. So, you know, they looking at Amon to be that next superstar, bro. You know what I'm saying? To take that next leap. And like we said, he a jump shot away from, you know, causing a lot of havoc in the league. So, you know, it's basically Amon Thompson to take that next step as far as being a superstar. As far as Reed Sheppard, bro, I didn't hear none of the conversation before this. It's crazy because I sent that video, bro. You was like, man, that's the next stream.
Yeah.
And when that shit came up, bro, and I was like, man, y'all gotta put a little bit of respect on Reed. Not saying y'all didn't,
Nah,
but I
talk your
just think
shit.
Reed. I think Reed is not. I think I heard a little bit what you said, and you know what I'm saying, before I start talking, I heard you say that Reed is not a point guard. He's not a point guard, bro. It's no point guards in the league. I think I heard you say Mr. Mad said that. It's no point guards in the league, bro. It's that is gone, bro. The last two championships was won by combo guards, bro. Jalen Brunson and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, bro. Those are combo guards. Them ain't true point guards. And I'm not saying that Reed Sheppard is on their level. I'm not gonna say that. But that man won some games for us last year, bro. And that says a lot on this high level, bro. That say a lot. And we ain't just talking about no little games. He won some games for us last year, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we got to take that and what happened when Steve Nash got in that gym, bro? He got better. So it just takes him getting stronger. The game slowing down a lot, you know, a lot slower. I like Reed, bro. I'm big on Reed, honestly, dog. I get it. You know, he's not a big defender. But it's okay. You
Right.
know, Greenleaf, you said it plenty of
Right.
times, bro. We don't need all these fucking defenders on this goddamn team. We need offense, bro. We need guys that can put it in the basket and just go get to a bucket, bro. And I think Reed, as he grows, and hopefully that blockhead of a coach is what you call him. Stay out, just get out the way, bro, and let the man go, bro. He gonna make his mistakes. I believe he's made his mistakes. I think he's gonna get better and learn from them. And as we seen, bro, he a smart player. That's what you want. You want smart players, high IQ players. And I don't think Reed is too far from that, bro. You know, he young, dog. He got time to grow. We live in this whole microwave era to what we feel like these guys got to figure it out in year 2 and year 3, man. It takes sometimes year 5 before they actually figure this shit out, bro. So give Reed some time. I hope they don't rush the process to trade this guy because this coach feel like he can't develop guys, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, listen, he got enough time to grow. We seen a lot of promise from Reed Sheppard in the limited minutes that he got last year, bro. You know what I'm saying? He stepped up. No, he didn't step up in the playoffs. But let's just be honest, that was his first big role in the playoffs, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, let's just be realistic, dog. Whether it's against the Lakers or not, bro. It was his first on the
Right.
big stage in bright lights. He saw it on the bench, yeah, of course. But it's a lot different when you get in that game and between that box and actually got to go out there and perform, bro. So I think he's gonna learn from that. He's gonna get better from that. Um, I think the coaching system. I think the system needs to be and I think Red said it, bro. He's at a disadvantage because he's not able to play kind of like, I don't want to say his game, but it's, he can't really like, get off the way he want to get off, run off of screens. I seen him running off of double screens. I watched them Denver highlights. He was running off them double screens from between him and Sengun and
I like that Warriors
what's the
game,
boy?
Rich. Remember that Warriors
Steven
game?
Adams. I gotta go back to it, bro. I ain't gonna lie,
Man,
I
I think
forgot.
that was his biggest game, 31 points. And
I rem- I
they was just
remember it.
they was going through him, they was feeding him, and he was cooking. But that Denver game in the in season tournament, that was a big too.
Hey, bro, let me ask you this question: do you see him as a um do you see him as a microwave player or a player that can like just get it every single night?
Yeah, well, I will put it in this context, bro, that for this team coming off the bench, yes, he's gonna be that guy coming off the bench that's gonna give you the numbers, the 3 points, what he was asked to do last year. I know in the starting role that he gets, a lot of opportunity, and then if he's cooking, the team buy into that. You know what I'm saying? He opened up some floor for everybody. So coming off the bench, bro, I just think that he's that microwave, like you just mean. He's that microwave guy. Now, if he's not cooking at night, he can do other things to help the team out. That's where, what I'm saying, everybody else, Marcus Smart, Tyrese, and coming off the bench, Clint Capella, Steven Adams, you know what I'm saying? They help a guy like Reed Sheppard out tremendously defensively and then offensively as well. That's why, I have the thumbnail with him having the shooting guard jacket, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a shooter. He's a shooter. Now he can have some point guard, aspects to his game. That's even lovely. That's even better for the team. If he's not, like I just said, if he's not going, he can still, give you the assist. He can give you the defense, and he can play off for a certain guy. So, but overall, Reed Sheppard, bro, I just look at him as a shooter. I look at him as a shooter, and if you put the ball in his hands, depending on the offensive aspect of it, I believe I asked Reg. We know how Ime Udoka is offensively, and you know this as well, Rich. We consider Ime Udoka limited on the offensive ends, coaching wise, and his coaching scheme is really predicated on the players really figuring it out and taking, the best advantage of their matchup, and that's all about maturity and stuff like that. Even Boston, saying, didn't win it under Ime Udoka, but they got there. And then under Joe Mazzulla, they was chucking threes. But the other aspects of the game, it was still a Ime Udoka way, the defense, the team camaraderie, and stuff like that. So I just believe going forward, as this team mature and guys understand their role, they're gonna be okay. They're gonna be okay, man. They're gonna be all right. And Reed Sheppard's gonna be a big part of that.
I agree, bro. Like, I'm gonna say my last little statement. I got to run in my club, bro. But nah, like I just feel like Reed Sheppard is definitely like, what I'm saying. I'm not saying he gonna be just the point guard of all point guards, bro. And he, what I'm saying. But I do think you need one of them type of guys, like a Lamb and Shaman type guy, to come in, feel it, like get you shots and probably win you a playoff game or two. You know what I'm saying? To come in and get hot. You need them type of guys, bro. Them. You ain't really next to you know what I'm saying? So you need those collective guys. And I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get off, bro. And y'all might think I'm crazy when I say this. Man, I got the Rockets going to the Western Conference Finals if healthy, bro. against San Antonio, bro. Against San Antonio, bro. I really do. I got a funny, and I ain't want to say it because I've been high on them every year in the televised games, and you know what I'm saying, they was getting a little, they was
Mm-hmm.
talked about, and they kind of like, they underperformed. So now they going back under the radar. They not really talked about. Uh, um, I see Adoka using that as bulletin, fuel to that fire, and it remind me of that second season, bro, when they made the playoffs for the first time and played Golden State. So now they know, man, we gotta get out this first round, and I think they gonna want. I really think they coming in with a different mindset. Like we weren't supposed to lose last year, and yeah, I really believe, man, it's gonna be Western Conference Finals this year.
Well,
Now,
Rich,
what they get to the finals, I don't know.
right. But Rich, you know what I'm saying, last year, because you the one that can really vouch for what I'm about to say. We were saying that the team is not necessarily ready yet. Then we want to see the moves at the point guard. I'm talking about when Fred VanVleet went down. And when we came out and said, nah, you know what I'm saying, you cancel that championship shit. The championship or bust, you know what I'm saying, type of still. Like, it's a championship or bust type of scenario. I'm like, no, let's hold our horses. Fred went down, who's a big part of this, what we was doing for this team, right? The veteran and everything of that aspect. And then everything, the Kevin Durant, whoop the whoop. Now this year, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. But I also will say, and I'm gonna keep saying, I want to see what Fred look like coming back. I know we got a lot of this year. We have a lot of, you know what I'm saying, backup like type of point guards. I don't know if you seen the other little point guard from the G League that we added to the roster. Not necessarily to the roster, but to the G League shit. The little Sean something. He like he like a little throwaway Reed Sheppard type shit. But I think he's added to the team, but it's all predicated on what Fred VanVleet is going to look like. You know, if Fred is healthy enough, I don't think he's going to play back-to-backs. He's going to play those heavy minutes. But then that's when, in hindsight, why the Houston Rockets will put Thompson in the forefront as the lead point guard. Just to gain something from that, you know, if Fred not healthy enough. Reed Sheppard as well. Then you bring in Marcus Smart. You know, so it's like, you don't have 2 or 3 backup point guards, but you have 2 combo guards who was effective enough to step in the line if Fred need bothering them or aggravating them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm with you. Like last year, the whole Fred healthy, the whole league had us, you know what I'm saying, in the Western Conference Finals. That's no cap. There's no cap. You know what I'm saying, Mars? Red? They had us in the forefront, Reg. So that's why I'm saying, like, if Fred VanVleet is healthy enough, we're a different team. I seen what Kyrie Irving look like, and Kyrie Irving do some freaking shit on the court, Reg. You know what I'm saying? The changing of the pace, the zigs and zags of his game. So with Fred VanVleet, it's not that. You know what I'm saying? You want to see if he can keep up defensively and, you know what I'm saying, still knock down open shots and stuff of that nature. But if you just talking about just giving me the ball, run up and down the court, hopefully he's healthy enough to give us that. But the mental game of the NBA is where we was lacking it. You know what I'm saying? As far as our youth, and you know what I'm saying. I'm not saying Kevin Durant know what to do on the court, but Fred VanVleet is a big impactful piece mentally a part of what we was trying to do. And I think if he has that still intact, which, you know what I'm saying, that's not gonna go away. I just want him to be out there on the court. And then you see Reed Sheppard playing alongside of Fred VanVleet, Thompson at the 2 guard this year coming up playing alongside Fred VanVleet, how he's gonna look, the defense that we gonna prevail. It's just everything in totality, bro. I fuck with Fred VanVleet, but I gotta see it, bro. I gotta see it, man.
Yeah, I think I don't think having high expectations for the team is wrong. As far as Fred is concerned, I think just him being back on a day-to-day basis with the team, traveling with the team in the locker room after every game, him being there more consistently will help out too. His presence, you know what I mean? Um, I think Reed, I agree with everything Rich said about Reed. He's a fan favorite with the team. The fans like him. He has a good attitude. He works hard. He tries to do the right thing. He's not perfect. Like he said, he's still young. I think Reed is what, like 21, 22 years old. He only did 1 year college, so he's very young, but he seemed like a good dude. You know what I mean? I don't know the guy personally. He probably, who knows? He could be a scumbag for all I know. But I'm just saying, like, just given his character he displays so far, he's a team player. He don't really, he ain't, I mean, he does his job. Whatever the coach asks him to do, he goes and he tries his best to do it. And that's all you can ask for from a guy like that. He shoots the ball, and the ball go in the hoop. like,
Yeah, right. He a hooper.
You know what I mean? He's just, and if he can take that step and become even better and keep getting better, I mean, I don't see why not. He could be that. When you asked like who's the player for us that could like explode
Take that
or
leap. Yeah.
take the leap, it could be him. I think it should be all our young guys, but specifically, it might be him. If Al P don't come with it this year, out of all the players, I think I'm gonna take the biggest leap, but it should be Al P.
Hey,
If he don't do it,
I got Thompson, you know what I'm saying, taking the leap, taking the jump. As far as 20 points per game, he averaged 19 in the playoffs. So a player and his mental taste blood. So you like, okay, and then you got this contract scenario going on. So in negotiations coming along. I mean, Thompson already got in his mind like I can take that leap. I feel like Thompson can jump shot or not, can be elite for whatever the fuck we want from him, right? I don't see it from Alperen Sengun anymore. Even though he's a 2-time All-Star, we don't have to go down the road how he became All-Star and everything of that nature, but it's tagged on him. He's a 2-time All-Star. Jabari Smith Jr., I know he's a role player. He know he's a role player. I don't look at the entire reason. Reed Sheppard is still coming off the bench unless it's something otherwise that need to be, added with how he made Doka feel. Like if Reed Sheppard coming out averaging 15, damn close to 17 points per game off the bench with this group, and Fred ain't healthy enough, you can throw in Reed Sheppard at starting point. But do you want to do that if he's giving you 15 plus off the bench? That's your lethal weapon. That's your X factor off the bench now. You know what I'm saying? With the help coming off the bench. So now you loaded off the bench. So hey, I got J-Dawg. Oh, what up, J-Dawg? J-Dawg pulling up in action, man. I'm just saying, bro, like we have a lot of, opportunity to really get these young players, to fill out their role. They still young-minded, IQ-wise. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about no slow-mo shit. I ain't talking about none of the other stuff there. But at the end of the day, man, I'm just talking about Reed Sheppard taking that leap, and then all these other players falling in line. You feel me, J-Dawg? J-Dawg, what it do, J-Dawg? Salute. General salute, J-Dawg.
What's up with it?
What it do? What it do?
With it, man?
What's
Salute
up,
to
man?
the fellas,
Just
man.
chilling,
Reggie,
cooking it up.
Ma, Green, what go down, man? What it do?
Miles over there watching that boxing. Red's cooking. We chilling, man. What's
Miles
up with it?
Oh yeah, Red's up there cooking. Miles over there burning some shit. Miles ain't cooking motherfucker right there. Yeah. He burning. Yeah, man. What's up, man? Nah, man. Yeah, I'm glad you brought this Reed Sheppard topic, bro. Cause yeah, we need to get some understanding on this point guard situation, bro. Because all the numbers, bro, point to Reed Sheppard being a hell of a 2 guard, bro. And if he gonna be to kind of piggyback something you just said, Green, if he gonna be a microwave scorer coming off the bench type of player for us, bro, that's even better. With the best we got, Fred coming back, you know what I'm saying? You don't need him to try to handle a rock. But what you do need is what he does best is being a spot-up shooter, bro. And I think we could utilize him better like that, you know what I'm saying, to his strength. And it looked like when he was having to run the team or try to get us some kind of offense and things like that, bro, it looked like that's when he struggled, bro. When teams applied pressure at the point of attack on him and really gave him problems on getting the ball across court, it took us out of what we wanted to do. Now we want to get him the ball in space where he can really, show what he got, which is catch and shoot. And I think he was shooting around 47% on catch and shoot opportunity. So that's where you want to be at, man, around it, right?
And I believe, not to cut you off, on open threes too.
See, that's what I'm saying, bro. So you want to try to get the ball in his hand, bro. And I liken it to somebody like Klay Thompson. He ain't got Klay Thompson's size and things to that. And I ain't saying he know Klay Thompson for as a marksman, but the way Reed Sheppard can shoot the ball, bro, Reed Sheppard can shoot the rock, bro. You can say a whole lot of things about him, but one thing you can't say is he can't shoot, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't say he can't shoot. So, man, with that being said, bro, Fred coming back, hopefully he's healthy enough to really kind of take the reins back of the point guard spot. Almond, you know what I'm saying, being another year under this belt with this year 4 for Almond now. Yeah. So, hey, man. Marcus Smart,
real quick. And Fred VanVleet and Reed Sheppard, I spoke on it earlier. Like, isn't that supposed to be the plan of drafting him number 3? I know I got love for Fred VanVleet, what he brings to the table and everything like that. When you look at Reed Sheppard numbers and Fred VanVleet's numbers the year prior, like, this supposed to be the case. It's unfortunate that Fred VanVleet had a significant injury as far as the ACL, but that's what you want from Reed Sheppard, being a combo type of guard, not necessarily a point guard, shooting guard, but just being a point guard. Like, if I want you to be a point guard tonight, can you do that? But I know you could be that sniper. You know what I'm saying?
Let me cook on that a little bit, fam.
Yeah.
Yes and no, Green. We drafted him to be that. Can he give us spot duty as he grow at point guard? Probably, yeah. But him being that guard that's gonna take over for Fred, I don't see that, bro. I don't see that. He don't.
You don't see that point guard shit, like knowing. Yeah. I know.
You feel me? He can pass, Green. I give him that. Like, when Reed Sheppard can see the court, but his handle and maybe it could get better over time. His handle, the way he used the angles on the floor to get open, to get his teammates open and manipulate the defense with his eyes. Maybe he could get better at that. But I just don't see that true. Fred didn't come in as a true point guard, but Fred, you seen it in him. When he had the ball, Fred ain't never had no problem getting the ball up court. Fred ain't never had a problem getting the team in the offense when he had spot duty behind Kyle Lowry in Toronto. So I never seen a problem with Fred. I do see it being a problem with Reed Sheppard, bro. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't see it, bro. I do see him being more as a sniper, a microwave scorer, come off the bench to give you 20. If he extremely hot, give you 30. You understand me? Being a decent defender and getting better and stronger, I can see those things. But him taking over the reins of your team as being a true point guard that's gonna take over the reins of the offense. No, that ain't gonna be his best asset. Now, can he do it in spot duty? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I think he'll get better at certain things with the ball in his hand, where he'll be able to, kind of, deal with some of that pressure that he's being given when he gets the ball at point guard. But as far as him taking over, they going to have to look elsewhere. Once Fred gone, bro, Reed Sheppard not going to be able to take it over, Greenleaf. I don't see it, bro. I see them having a combo guard with point guard size, with hell of a shooting ability that can play defense. But far as being your guard who's going to really just take you down, bro, they're going to have to look elsewhere. They don't need no all-star. They just need somebody who can really just, excel in just that role, getting them in the offense and really being a 3-and-D. If they can get a 3-and-D point guard that don't turn that bitch over, they got what they need. They don't need no nigga who just gonna be trying to command. That's gonna need all the reps and all the what's the word I'm looking for, Green? All the usage rate to be through the roof. No, they don't need that shit. They don't need that, bro. You got LP, you got Armin coming to his own, you got Barry, we still got Torrey Eason, Reed Sheppard gonna be able to. We got enough weapons on this team, and KD this year coming. We got enough weapons on this team that he's not gonna have to do that. If you was to bring in a point guard, a 3-and-D point guard would be just fine with the Rockets, bro. They don't need nobody. They just need somebody with IQ that ain't gonna turn the goddamn ball over. That can goddamn get the ball across court consistently against pressure. That's it. You feel me? And get the ball in the guy's hand and need that bitch. That's it, bro. But Reed, when you putting him at the point guard position, you take it from what he does best, because guess what? Team's gonna key on him. If team's keying on his ass and keeping us out of our offense, pressing them, bringing the ball up court, guess what he's not doing? He's not getting open for easy 3-point opportunities, bro. So that's how I look at it, bro. Somebody else might look at it a little different, but I look at it like that, bro.
I see him in the same case as Peyton Pritchard.
Yeah,
like one of them. Like he a point guard. You don't necessarily look at him as a Chris Paul point guard, but he's a microwave type of guard, scoring guard.
Right.
And he's not 6'3" and above. You know what I'm saying? And Peyton Pritchard can cook. And I think Reed Sheppard has that in his game as well, where he's a combo type of guard. He's a microwave player. And I don't want to say that Ime Udoka is trying to limit him. I think he's trying to prepare him when he become, a veteran in this league, 5 years in this league, where you know who you are and you know how to get your shit off. You feel me, J-Dawg? So right now it's like we trying to rush the process with our players. Like I said last year, it's time for them niggas to grow up, bro. Ain't no symptomatic shit, bro. We ain't trying to hold you niggas' hands in the park. It's time to grow up. You brung in KD, you got rid of Jalen. If we were still on this young core group type shit going forward, that's what it's gonna be. But now, you bring in KD, so now they know what it is to play with a superstar. And then can you become a superstar? Can you become an exceptional player alongside of Kevin Durant? As a youngin', you know what I'm saying?
Bro, I believe, and I know Reggie might want to get him, but I believe this, bro. This is what I believe, man. I think playing with that first year with KD was probably a shock to a lot of them guys, that you play with a bona fide superstar, but the same thing, it probably was a eye-opening experience for them too, because he's human and they see his shortcomings. And so I think a lot of what we've seen last year, at the apprehensiveness, these guys not really want to step on KD toes and all that type of shit, I think that's gonna go away this year. I think these guys gonna hunt their shots. I think KD might be on the court, and I think KD will be on the court, but I think they still gonna look for their opportunity to score. I think they're gonna take more into their hands in what, because being in the playoffs, being in pressure situations, KD not being there, hey man. Hey, bro, when you're in a pressure cooker, bro, you gonna shit or get out the pot. You feel me? And so I think being in that playoff series with the Lakers and messing up, having issues, KD not being there to have your back, and you really see what you made out of. You see what you need to work on. And I think these guys gonna be better for that shit, bro. I'm glad KD didn't play. When in hindsight, being 2020, I'm glad he didn't play that much in the playoff, but one game. So really one half. Bitch ass nigga ain't give up but one half of good basketball. but yeah, but now, man, on a serious note though, bro, they gonna be better for this shit, bro. They gonna be better players for it, and in their mind ain't gonna be so locked in. Oh, this KD, this Slim Reaper, this the mega starter. This man, KD is a man just like y'all, nigga. He put his drawers on one leg at a time, just like y'all. He fuck up just like y'all do. You understand me? Hey, you can play on the court with KD, man. You niggas is talented too. Get in where you fit in, bro. KD can't be your savior. And I think they seen that this season, and they seen in the playoffs especially, and they're gonna be better for that shit, bro. They ain't got no crutch. You can't use him as no damn crutch. Even if you're on the court, you still can't use him as no crutch. Because KD goddamn not ego, his goddamn IQ come and go. So, man, look, man, we got young players that develop mentally and physically, bro. They study getting better, bro. KD being with this team this past year was a good learning experience for these guys. They need to see what greatness, to play what greatness is. Yes, it's great. You in awe of him, but at the same time, he human, bro. And he got flaws just like everybody else do. Play your goddamn game. And that's it, bro. And I think you're gonna see that this year. The team gonna be better. I'm glad everybody counting us out. That's where you want to be. Be the underdog. Let's be back to underdog like we was when we was number 2 in the West, nigga. You understand me? Let them niggas have a chip on their shoulder. Y'all ain't proved shit, no, huh? Goddamn it, don't nobody believe in you, nigga. Believe in yourself. Don't nobody need to believe in each other but the ones in that locker room. That's it. Don't need nobody believing in you, bro. The hell with that shit. You don't need to be the front runner. Be the underdog. Let the Hunted be goddamn San Antonio and OKC. And y'all be the Hunters. So that's how I look at it, bro. You know what I mean? Either we got some dogs or we got some puppies, bro. Simple as that, bro. And I think we got a few dogs on this team. I think LP got something to prove. He should come back better this year, bro. Hopefully. You know, and no arm in a dog. I know Barry a dog. I think Reed Sheppard got dog in him too. You feel me? So they brought Marcus Smart. That's the dog. Bogey he could hoop when he healthy. You feel me? I think that young guy who they drafted, I like his mindset. And man, Fred, the main bulldog coming back, and Fred VanVleet. And then you got that damn sniper coming back. Hopefully he healthy this year, you know, coming back into this season. And we got the ingredients, bro, to really make noise, bro. We don't need nobody believing in us. We got the ingredients to make some noise in the West this year. But everything needs to kind of come together. And we need good health. Steven Adams coming back. Hopefully he healthy. And we'll be all right, man. But you don't want everybody believing in you. You start getting a big head and thinking you can accomplish something you ain't. And I think that's what the LP problem is.
Yeah.
He got his chest. Somebody caved his chest in his
I name out there, but nigga, we ain't proved shit yet, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Well, this was our second year in the playoffs. We just got up out there. You know, it could have been our third, but LP went down, and you know what I'm saying, the team was trying to, you know, fight for the play in just to make some noise. So this year, it's like, I want to get out the fucking first round. I ain't trying to go back to them 09 Tracy McGrady if he's healthy and y'all mean healthy and type shit. You know what I'm saying? We seen with Harden healthy and with the offensive scheme of things and with defensive play. We seen that era. So it's like we in a new up and coming era where who are we? You feel me? Who are we? We got Kevin Durant. We wouldn't even hunt down Kevin Durant if our young core could figure it out or know what it is to be like on some Spurs level type shit. You know what I'm saying? Spurs, they ain't figured it out, but they got there. You know what I'm saying? They got a player that can take them over the top. We didn't have our player to take us over the top. He old, but he wasn't there. So who was that player to step up behind that? And that's what I think that's what they trying to figure out.
And that's the next level of maturation for this team. To figure out who behind KD, who gonna be that guy to take the lead as the lead dog on this squad, bro. I want it to be LP, but LP not showing that he want that smoke, bro. Some nights LP look like he that dude. But too many nights he look like he not that dude, bro.
Man,
too many.
Jada, you know, I hoop with niggas, and you know what I'm saying. I say, man, they want me to be the scorer, the shooter, and the playmaker, all this shit. I'm like, bro, I'm too old. You know what I'm saying? If you under me, nigga, I'm bringing you on the team to do that. Right. And I can see if a nigga don't really want it like that, like bro, like come on, bro. Right. If you taking the back, it's a lot of if I'm taking the back seat, but you expect me to be this and this and that, like I'm just putting it into my perspective. So if I'm KD, right, if I'm this 26 points per game guy, I'm looking at the young core who I came over here to play with. Yeah, Fred not there. That's a significant, injury and type shit. So I understand it. I know what the team is capable of, but. Now, if Fred not here, what are y'all looking like? What is Reed Sheppard going to look like if I'm playing with him? What is, Thompson going to look like? What is Jabari, Alp, the two-time All-Star, the offensive hub? What is he going to look like? How am I going to you know what I'm saying, be comfortable in his offense. I'm KD. I can fit in anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Jay, I want to ask you, do you think that's like more of the coach or the players? Do you think that's more of the coach or the players, like just the fit in and the offensive type shit?
Green, bro, players, bro. At this point in your career, you 5 and 6 and 4, and bro, it's time for these guys to show and prove. It might can only take them so far, bro. They got to take that next step, bro, in their maturations as players to be better. You feel me? Yeah, you can bring in all the schemes and all this old shit you want to bring, bro. But these guys don't get individually better. What does that really do if they don't take steps in their growth and in their development? No, bro, it ain't on MA, bro. It's on these guys to be better. It's on them. You feel me? MA didn't make LP regress this past season, huh? Fred not being there. And if it's Fred, then LP ain't what the fuck everybody's saying he is. Then if Fred can keep you from being the player you was before he got injured, if it was all on Fred, then nigga, you owe Fred. First of all, you owe Fred some of your money. Second of all, nigga, you ain't as good as advertised. So it can't be all Fred, bro. LP got to be better. You feel me? So when you're asking that question, is it on MA? Yeah, it's on MA to a certain degree for us to get the right, coaches around them that could nurture these guys' game and things like that. But at the end of the day, it's the individual players. It's up to them to get better, bro. They got to work on their game. They got to work on their weaknesses. They got to work on things that in their game that cause them deficiencies on the court. Like, bro, it's up to them at the end of the day, bro.
That's cool.
He make a
I look at it like that, bro.
But he can't make them drink it, bro. Yeah.
I look at it like this. Like, you know what I'm saying, you bring in a new coach, right? And that just means that the players are bought in. Let's just look at the Golden State Warriors situation, where you build these young players up, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Stephen Curry of the worlds and stuff like that. So if we're in that scenario where they want to call it a stopgap scenario, you know what I'm saying? I don't believe Steve Kerr went to the finals before he made Doka. First year head coaching. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember. You know what I'm saying? It was on the players to the foundation of what you building up the players to be. That's what you want going forward. Maturity, right? So I think that's what, you know what I'm saying, with Ime Udoka being attached to this team, like, oh, Ime Udoka don't know what he's doing, and you know what I'm saying, he's a stopgap coach, and I'm like, no. Why can't we have these players develop into two-way players, I'm a Kobe guy. You know what I'm saying, Jay? I'm a two-way player guy. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Kawhi Leonard. I fuck with KD to a certain extent when he buy into defense, two-way player shit. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with those Akeem Olajuwon, the GOAT of H-Town. You feel me? So I buy into that. So when you building up players to be that type of caliber of player, like, I'm not finna be no fanboy when it comes to the coach, because the coach building you up to be this type of two-way players and Phil Jackson, figure the game out. I ain't got to get up on my seat to understand the game, bail you guys out as far as some play calling shit. That's some little boy shit. We can all, harp on we coaching some little AAU shit, but on some football shit, but nigga, we ain't talking about no little boys no more. Bailing y'all on play calling shit, nigga. Can you get it done on your own merit? The NBA is not what the NBA is in the 90s. They say Ime Udoka was stuck on the 90s. Nigga, this NBA today ain't that complicated. You feel me? Look at Mike Brown. His offense ain't complicated. The Spurs offense ain't complicated. Look at the players that they dealing with. They just know how to get it done. And I think that's with the Rockets. All these players come into fold and they develop and they mature, we gonna be on that same level. I don't think we really gonna have no smoke of as far as what Ime Udoka offense. I'm not saying like that's the big factor. I know that's one of the factors as far as as far as the team. But I'm saying that's the biggest factor. The most factor is these young players really developing and maturing. Because if a new coach come in, we gonna give credit to the coach that come in or the players that develop under the mental aspects. You feel me?
That's right. Now you on the money with it, bro.
I'm just saying. Bro. So yeah, man. But let me ask you this though, J-Dog.
Talk to him.
Do you think Reed Sheppard can replace Fred VanVleet going forward? Can he replace him? Because I know the Rockets, and I ask this because I know the Rockets and Reed and Fred VanVleet. It's sort of, it's sort of a mutual agreement as far as like the contract shit. We didn't extend him on a lesser degree. We let him get that $25 million through the season, so he betting on himself, and the Rockets trying to see how valuable he is going forward, health wise. How you see that shit working out, bro?
Talent wise, bro. Let me keep it real. Talent wise, bro, he got more talent than Fred. Reed Sheppard. You know what I'm saying? His shooting ability. You feel me? Reed Sheppard already got A1 hands, bro, right now. He got A1 hands, good anticipation for not to be no world class, athlete like that. He is a good athlete. I'm not gonna take that from him. He is a good athlete, but he ain't no hell of a just out this world athlete. You know what I'm saying? But as far as him taking over for Fred, Green, that's the other question, bro. I think can you replace Fred? No. But as far as what the Rockets may need him to do, I think he can do that. You feel me? With the players on this team, I think he can be that guy. You know what I mean? I think he could be that guy at the point. You know what I'm saying? At the point guard position. Is he gonna ever be just a, I don't know, true point guard? No, he'll never be that. I don't think he'll ever be that. But I don't think you need a true point guard. But can he shoot the ball at a high level? Yes, he will get better at that. He gets stronger on defense, and his IQ he has a good IQ. He has a decent IQ, and he's a good passer right now. So can he take over the point guard position? Yes. Can he be that leader that Fred is? I don't know if he got that type of shit in him, bro. Cause that shit that's born. You don't teach that.
Yeah.
That dog Fred got that.
To be honest, bro, I don't know who got that on the team. Mental, like
exactly.
galvanizing the troops. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Who's gonna grow out? Who's gonna be a vocal leader? Like, I don't believe in that. If LP talking about, like, I seen some games with LP trying to tell KD about the game. KD looking like, nigga, what you talking to me for? Nigga, like what you type of shit? Like, yeah, like, bro, like, come on.
Yeah.
And is it Thompson? Is it Jabari? Like, these niggas ain't vocal leaders. They'll step up to the plate and you know what I'm saying? They'll hold their nuts. You know what I'm saying? And speak for themselves if they wrong. We seen it with Jalen and Jabari in his first year.
Right.
Fred and Alp, who they really locked in on. But I'm just saying, like, when these guys are gone, like, it could happen this season. I haven't seen it yet, but I just from what I'm seeing, I don't see it from Alp. I don't see it from Jabari. I don't see it from none of these young guys, really.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So leadership is a big factor of what we trying to push forward with this team. So I don't know, bro. I don't see it at all. I don't see it at all.
But as far as like it's statistically, yeah, he can't take over for Fred, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He can give. I think he can give you assists, but Reed is not quick like that. He don't have the quick. He ain't no burner. Reed is going to be on some Stockton type shit with the angles, and he going to be able to utilize angles, utilize screens, and utilize stuff to get himself open, get his teammates open. Because when you don't have that athleticism, that quick twitch where you can get around defenders and things like that, you have to use the court. You have to be able to utilize angles. You have to be able to utilize your players to get you open and to get you downhill. Bless you. You know what I'm saying? And things like that. But as far as him being able to take over for Fred, he can to an extent, Greenleaf. He can. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not gonna need him to really be the end all and begin all to everything we doing offensively. You feel me? And he gonna open up some things. He's just gonna have to be able to get the. His thing is, bro, he gonna have to be able to get beat pressure. He gonna have to be able to make teams pay against overplaying him, bro, and applying pressure to him so far out on the court like that. He gonna have to be able to make him pay, bro. And if he can't make him pay, then we gonna have problems. Especially him being a point guard going forward for this team. You know what I'm saying?
Just
So that's all I'm saying, bro. Because
and I'm
the
looking
point
at
guard can't. Huh?
oh no.
What's that?
I'm looking at the team, you know,
Yeah.
the LP aspect of it because
Yeah.
you have a lot of LP, you know what I'm saying, fandom going around. You know. And you know me, bro. Like when you start blaming the coach, bro, I look at it as some fanboy shit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I stand on that some fanboy shit. Look at all the superstars. Look at how y'all talk. When it comes to Kevin Durant, everywhere he goes, it's the coach's fault. You know what I'm saying? Look how many coaches they got rid of with Kevin Durant, LeBron James, James Harden. You know, like just look at that aspect of it. And you know, I take that with a grain of salt with our team. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a lot of LP fanboys. With my channel. You know what I'm saying? Especially, you know, when Ime Udoka got here, a lot of LP fanboys started to pull up and, you know, try to be camouflaged or, you know, try to hide the fact that they fanboys of Alperen Sengun. You got some people that would admit to it, but they won't hold total. They won't hold themselves accountable as far as the LP. You know what I'm saying? It's everybody else around them fault. And that's why I say when it comes to the coach, and they feel like a coach could come in and, you know, change the scenario. I don't know if y'all have a gripe with certain coaches or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, man, I just look at it as that. Like, no, bro. These players didn't know shit about winning until a certain coach got here. I seen Alperen Sengun, who's been the offensive hub, turn down certain scenarios, make the offense look like it ain't what it is. Holding his hand up, he dribbling like, what are we doing type shit. Like, bro, don't do that shit. Run the fucking offense, pass the ball, a simple AAU 8th grade entry pass is not hard to do. So I done seen Alperen Sengun fade away KPJ, you know what I'm saying, not making, can't catch. He got butterfingers when it comes to KPJ. When everybody else, when Jalen passing the ball, he can catch that bitch like it's a fucking glove. You know what I'm saying? But as everybody else, he make them look worse than what it is. And these players are ignorant to this NBA. There's a lot of young people coming into the NBA. I mean, that's looking at the NBA like, oh, it's this, and that. But you don't look at what these players are doing to dictate what makes them benefit. So it's cool for Alperen Sengun to go in the Euro League where it's not really that competitive, you know what I'm saying, as far as like an everyday NBA action. And he look like a fucking all-star, look like a fucking world peace type shit. But when it comes to, you know, say NBA action, now all of a sudden this nigga waving his hands, dictating, pointing at the offense, get there. But you don't go there and you take it upon yourself to finish the play. Like that type of shit I see. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna point it out from here on out. But that's what I see. Y'all can get mad, y'all can pull your skirt ups, and you know what I'm saying, your pass is showing. I don't give a fuck no more. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, bro, it's some fanboy shit going on with Alperen Sengun, and I'm not one of them channels that's gonna hold the ball. I'm not gonna hold back on that shit. When it comes to coaching and scheming and shit, cause everything I heard from Steven Silas is the same shit I'm hearing from Ime Udoka now. When they was trying to push Jalen Green out the way, I ain't hear no. All I heard was that Ime Udoka was a good coach. Holding these boys accountable. Bench him in the fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, niggas don't want to pull up on the panel. Niggas don't want to do this, and that. Talk about the real scheme of things with the basketball. Now all of a sudden, when the pressure is on this player, it's the coach's fault. You know? And like I said, I'm gonna say this again. It's a cop-out. And like I said, I know Ime Udoka's a blockhead on offense, but that's not make the offense the scheme of thing, because we seen a head honcho who's in the Hall of Fame as an offensive coach, but he didn't do shit to get us to the final as an offensive coach, Mike D'Antoni. You know what I'm saying? Y'all say defense is this. Defense didn't go. Okay, but you need the foundation of defense, because that's the coach that we have. We didn't have shit before this. Y'all acting like these players are, you know what I'm saying, proving more than the head coach. I'm not with that shit. Whether it's Kevin Durant, he was under the scope, under Ime Udoka in Brooklyn. Fuck Steve Nash talking about he was an offensive player, head coach at the time, but it was Ime Udoka standing up, galvanizing the truth, showing this and that, telling Steve Nash do this and that. And then you go to Boston the next year and you shut down Kyrie and KD. It wasn't just KD, it was Kyrie too. You know what I'm saying? It was Kyrie too. So when these players get into the fold and get into the mode of shit, they're going to be exceptional under the defensive mindset. Because like I said, J-Dawg, I'm a two-way player mindset. You got to play offense and defense. I done seen a one-way shit with James Harden before. I'm going to play offense and get the fuck out of my way. No. That shit don't win you game. Kobe said that shit. Nigga play defense. Nigga lock in. Lock in.
Yeah.
When you lock in on offense, it ain't get you nowhere. So lock in on defense, bro.
Oh. I'm with you 100%, bro. And I think that's what Udoka trying to get in these guys' head. And I think that's a lot of what happened this past season, bro. And that brings me to a point. This past season, we lost our identity, bro, with Dylan, Fred being down. You know what I mean? That defensive dog mentality, it wasn't there. KD don't bring that. KD gonna do what he do at a professional level, but he don't bring that type of mindset. And so they took on a more of a passive type team mindset, especially when it came to defense. And on offense, it was more one-on-ones, is, you feel me? Let KD work, and get out of his way type shit. That ain't no good philosophy, bro. That ain't no good philosophy, not for winning. And defense, us taking a step back like that, bro, that hurt us, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think this year, they should come in with a better mindset defensively. That's why I think they brought in Marcus Smart. Bogey could play good defense. Bogey not a trash defender. Bogey play decent defense coming off the bench. You got Tari Easton coming back. Hopefully his mind right, man. Ain't no bullshit. He got his money. It might not be what he wanted, but nigga, hey, you made it big. So lay in that bitch. Barry coming back. Barry be better, stronger. Armon the same thing, better, stronger. More mentally, more astute on this year coming into this season. So I think they'll make a more concerted effort to play better defense as a collective this year. And because they definitely took a step back and it hurt us, in games where we need to close our teams and things of that nature. We couldn't stop nobody, bro. A lot of times, bro. So with that being said, bro, just that alone, a mindset shift with Fred coming back, bringing in Marcus Smart, these guys understanding that, hey, KD's a hell of a player. He's this and that. But the way he might want us to play basketball ain't what who KD is as a personality. He coming in this bitch to give you timely buckets and to be a damn killer in closeout minutes. Not to carry the team, not to be the offensive hub every night, and not damn sure not to be the defensive stalwart you need and be the leader you need. So they just got to change some things up, get back to what they did before KD got here individually and as a team, and we'll be fine, bro. But you cannot blame Ime for the way these guys shifted their mindset. You feel me? When KD got here, they were starstruck. And that's fine. That was a year under their belt. They live and you learn. And we'll see what they do this year coming, bro. But hopefully they get back to doing what they do best, is play defense, get stops, and get buckets when they need to. So,
Yeah, man. I mean, I see the play. I see the gameplay. You know, he made okay, this and that, but you know, he's setting some type of foundation. You know, niggas wanted Kyrie Irving and you know James Harden over Fred VanVleet. I'm like, bro, they decided not to come to Houston. It wasn't Ime Udoka. You know what I'm saying? I know. I think Ime Udoka told James Harden they ain't ready yet, type shit. But as far as Fred VanVleet over Kyrie Irving, you know, that was just Kyrie Irving signing with Dallas. You know, it was a minute until you know Fred VanVleet signed. Even Dylan Brooks, it was the next day. So it was like we had, just like the draft, we had to go get what was available for us. You know what I'm saying, as far as the team. So, you know, now, you know, the same people. Oh man, Dylan Brooks this. Mars, Kevin Durant this. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, we don't want KD, Rich. I know you said you advocated for Kevin Durant, right? Rich advocated for Kevin Durant, and all of a sudden we shouldn't have moved on from Jalen Green. You know what I'm saying? I was the one to say, man, fuck Kevin Durant at one point in time. Let's rock out with our young core. Let them grow and develop off of what it is. Everybody else doing it with their young core. We ain't gonna win a championship in 1 year. You feel me? Denver took a minute. Boston took a minute to recover. And it's like some one and done shit. You know, every year it's a different aspect of how you win a championship. So right now, for what I see, I just want my young group to develop. You know what I'm saying? Along with the Kevin Durant 26 points per game. If Fred VanVleet not healthy enough, Reed Sheppard, Thompson can man up and hold their nuts, say I can take over the Rams. You know what I'm saying? Jabari can knock down open shots. Tyrese can lock down, not being worried about starting or finishing. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I want these guys in the best position, in the best factor of winning, and on some contention level shit. Not just get out the first fucking round, bro. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the views and shit. You know? So at the end of the day, bro, I just think that's what it is with this Rockets team, man. I just think that's what it is. Houston, you know, I think they slow roasting. You know, but at the end of the day, Reed Sheppard, he gonna wear that shooting guard tag, man. He gonna wear that shooting guard tag, but because I think that's where he really elevates his game, elevates his level of play.
Nah, he definitely gonna wear it this year, bro, for sure. Yeah. You understand? Now, after this year, we'll see. But this year, he definitely wearing a shooting guard tag, bro. You feel me? And he gonna look good in that mug. The way they got this team structured, Reed Sheppard should excel this year, bro. And I don't know. I think I heard somebody say, what, 17? Y'all think he might average 17 this year? Coming off the bench? Did somebody say that, Greenleaf?
Yeah, that could be a role for him. Yeah, I can hear you.
What's that, buddy? My bad. I put myself on mute when you start talking. What you say, bro?
Didn't I hear somebody say y'all think he's gonna average like 17 this coming year, coming out the bench?
I said 15 plus. You know, if he give us 17s, okay, that'll be even lovely. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he averaged 13. We got Marcus Smart being a point guard. I think he'll be more comfortable playing two guard if he's subbing Fred VanVleet, or Marcus Smart subbing a Fred VanVleet. And I don't know what Reed Sheppard gonna be plugged in as, but if he give us 17, bro, the shit. Yeah.
Bro,
I don't know.
How many attempts he averaged a game, bro? How many attempts, Green?
Let me look it up real quick. Let me pull it up real quick.
Yeah, because I'm curious about that.
Reed Sheppard.
Because I think his ass can average 17, bro. Reed Sheppard can shoot the shit out the ball, bro. If he ain't got to worry about point guard duties.
Oh, no. If he could be him, as far as like just being a catch and shoot,
bro,
off-wing player and stuff like that, hell yeah. But I think, you know what I'm saying, that's why a lot of people got they, gripes as far as Ime Udoka, because is he going to put Reed Sheppard in that position knowing he's our volume scorer? He's going to set up some shit, you know what I'm saying, for Reed Sheppard to take out.
If him ain't smart, you having that nigga out ball Greenleaf this year.
That's what I
Him ain't
believe.
smart.
So you say attempts straight up? Reed
Yeah, how
Sheppard?
many attempts he had?
Field goal attempts, he had 11 and a half. So I'm gonna say 12
You
attempts.
goddamn right, that nigga. Man, look here, man. If that nigga, bro, yes, bro. If Reed Sheppard, and he shot what from the field? What he shot?
He shot 41% from the field and 30. Oh no, I'm thinking this year he shot 43% from the field and 39% from the three in the regular season.
Yeah, that's gonna get better, bro. That's gonna get better. Yeah, he can, and he averaged 13. What he averaged, Green? You say 12? What he
13 and a half points, 3.4 assists, 3 rebounds and 1.5 steals.
So the nigga shot. So he gets the 3, 6, 9, 12. Oh yeah, Greenleaf. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. On 11 attempts. Yeah, bro. Yes.
We just talking about 2 seasons.
If he raised his shooting percent, yeah. If he raised his shooting percentage up alone up to around 45%, he'll average probably around 17. From 41 to 45, he'll probably average around 17 points. I'm telling you, bro. Like, yes, bro. Yes, he can. What you said, 15 to 7. Yes, bro. That's a good number for him, bro. There's a good number for him. On 11 attempts. Now I know Fred will be back, so you would think some of that, but bro, he ain't gonna be on ball so much this year. They gonna be looking for him coming off pin down, coming off screens and getting open shot. They gonna be looking for him more coming off the bench to score and not be a ball handler like he was and get the team in the offense. So he's still gonna probably get them same amount of opportunities or more.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not more, but he gonna get around 11 for sure. I think.
They say Ime was holding him back though. I know what they saying. They want Reed Sheppard to start. They want to Reed Sheppard to start and shit. But I'm like, yeah, his game. I think he averaged like. I think during the season, remember they was like, oh, Ime don't go Reed Sheppard back and all this stuff. And I'm like, bro, he's just not ready yet, dog. You can't just. He may want to save his job too. If he lost them games this year, if he was a play-in team, bro, he may would have got fired, bro. Nigga would have got fired. So he holding his own ass because these players, they know what it is. So he may say that like, nigga, we gonna win games, nigga. If old boy ain't ready, he ain't ready. Just like he did Jalen. I'm gonna bench your ass. You know what I'm saying? In certain aspects of the game, certain parts of the game. So Reed Sheppard coming on slowly but surely. Like he was just outside of the top 5 and 6 man of the year. He was number 6.
Yeah.
So he has some capability to give us some boost off the bench. But is he a point guard coming off the bench? He's a shooting guard. I think he's a shooting guard coming off the bench with point guard duties. He's a combo nigga.
Yeah, you're a combo, bro. Yeah, you're a combo. He most definitely that, bro. And that nigga, he shot 41% from the field. Yeah, Green. He ain't I don't think he's a 41% shooter either. I think he's more of a 45% shooter from he's a good shooter, bro. He not 41 is not that's not who indicative of who he is. No. I think he's gonna shoot around 45. I think you see 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think them 4 percentage points alone probably gonna put him up around the range where you said, bro. Between 15 and 17 points a game. You feel me? Because the attempts can get him there alone. The attempts he got, right. He don't even have to go up in the attempts, bro, to average 17. You feel me? Because he shoot threes. He a 3-point shooter, and he good in the mid-range, bro. He need to become a little bit better finisher around the rim. And, I like his little floater, but he going to have to develop that. He going to have to be able to shoot that a little bit more efficiently. And his mid-range is fine. And he's going to be able to he's going to have to be able his release is going to continue to get quicker. I seen him working on it this past season, and it got better before the season before that. So he's working. You can tell he's working on that, being able to shoot, catch and shoot quicker. You know what I'm saying? Get the ball up quicker. because of the closeout and the style of these guys is so quick. So he'll be better, bro. And I think just them 4 percentage points alone will put him up around what you think that's a good number, bro. 15 and a half, between 15 and a half to 17. I think that's a good number for him, man. He already shooting 47 and a half on catch and shoot. And you know that's gonna get, as he gets stronger, that's gonna get better and
It's gonna
better.
get better. Him being in that weight room, getting stronger. Like I said,
Yeah.
Marcus Smart, bully balling him in the playoffs, and Luka Nord not bully balling him, but he just outthinking him as a veteran of the game. Like
Right.
that's what we want Reed Sheppard. Like when they grow and develop, and then guys go, oh, we don't need the Ime Udoka no more. We need an offensive coach. Like, nah, bro. Why we can't win on the foundation of what we building up? I don't remember Al P being an all-star player under Steven Silas in his first year of coaching. Ime Udoka really changed this whole, you know what I'm saying, culture of the Rockets. He made Al P a better player. He made Jabari a better two-way player. Jalen Green a two-way player. So yeah, Ime Udoka needs to get better, and coaching staff and alone, not just Ime Udoka, the coaching staff alone, Ben Sullivan, Roy Ivey, and all these guys need to do some scheme of things as far as making. They know they players now, so they need to build up something for these players to expand on. You know what I'm saying? Be comfortable with. And these players at the same time need to understand their situation as well. That's all I'm saying.
Green, I got something though. I got, you know me, bro. I'm always I gotta keep it fair though. You gotta be fair.
Yeah.
You know, I gotta say this. MA past season, his situational basketball execution, as far as his coaching, I did not like it, bro.
Yeah.
His awareness was not good this past season, bro. Him having KD the ball in KD hands in moments where you know the defense is gonna collapse on him and make him do shit that he don't want to do. You feel me? I didn't like MA didn't have a plan. He didn't have a backup plan. He didn't have a contingency plan, whatever you want to call it, for KD being trapped or double team or triple team. And I don't like the way he schemed this offense. Scheme for the defense that he knew was coming for KD. I don't like it, bro. He ain't give that damn well. KD on 1, KD on 2, KD on 3. Like, goddamn it, that's the play for everything we do in crunch time, nigga. When you know they gonna blitz that shit. That's just like a goddamn me. That's just like a team going in green on a football analogy and saying, oh, it's goddamn me a flea flicker coming and goddamn and we prevent defense. Man, what the fuck we gonna prevent? That's if a flea flicker coming, nigga, we gonna blitz this shit, and we know it's coming. We gonna blitz that shit, hit their ass in the backfield on the goddamn on the toss, cause we know they trying to do a flea flicker. You understand me? But when you don't know the flea flicker coming, you feel me? Like if you don't know the flea flicker coming, then you in the wrong defense, you get caught up. But they knew what was coming on defense against KD every play, bro. They knew when we in crunch time, everybody was gonna get the ball to KD. MA knew that what the defense was gonna do. They were gonna collapse on KD and make anybody else beat us. So why would you put the ball in KD hands every time, bro? Every time. God damn, like that shit, it ran me the wrong way, bro. Like it's something we could have done different, just to throw a wrinkle at these niggas, bro. Anything but put the ball in KD hand at the top of the key going 1-on-1 when you already defended this shit. Just like you said against him, he shut down him and Kyrie in the playoffs and swept their ass.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So you know that's not KD's strong suit, bro.
Nah,
Put him at the top of the key.
I agree, bro. I agree. And you know, I look at it like when you had Jalen, they was trapping him and was trying to get the ball out of his hands. Remember after game 2 when Jalen went up 38? Warriors who's, you know what I'm saying, started, bringing out they traps and shit in game 3 and getting the ball out of his hands. You know, and when you talk about Ime Udoka putting the ball in certain guys' hands, certain guys stepped up. And that was Fred VanVleet. I was like, okay, damn. Jalen ain't ready. You know what I'm saying? I see it in his eyes. I'm going to go away from this and that. I'm going to do some pick and rolls with LP. I'm gonna throw it. I'm gonna throw this to Jabari, but we know Jabari wasn't getting no shine like that when he was shooting 45% from the 3 ball.
The best
So
three-point shooter on
so
our
I
team.
understand what's going on with the coaching, but then I don't know. I don't want to do no conspiracy politics and shit. I'm just going off what we experienced and what we seen. So when you look at it this past season, that situation as far as like putting the ball in KD hands off the traps, and you know KD had like 20 points in the first half in the game 2, and then the second half that's when they started blitzing and you know putting and trapping and shit. And then what? We our players, Ime Udoka, didn't have you know a secondary go to. You know it was like. You know what I'm saying? Get a ball, like if I'm trapped up, I'm a Thompson, cutting, slashing type shit. And they wasn't developed enough to understand that. So then KD's like, KD and all that's like, okay, we're not going to play you game 3. Y'all young players, we're going to have to figure it out because all they doing is trapping. They just trapping. I didn't see no traps at all. None spit. I ain't see no traps at all when it came to Alperen Sengun against the Lakers.
Hell no.
You know? So it's just like, I think that's what Ime Udoka and the whole coach staff need to recognize as far as like they daring your other guys when your top scorer is getting trapped and blitzed. So Ime Udoka, you have to figure that out with the scheme of things and everything else going down the line. So you have an Alperen Sengun, put them in the right spots, put them in the right positions if it comes to a trap. You know what I'm saying? Put Thompson in the middle or put Alp in the middle. Whoever works the most magic in the middle to bail you out. You know what I'm saying? I done seen some rotation where it's a 3-man weave, so to speak, in a triangle scenario where Kevin Durant gets it, he dumps it to Alp, and then you have Thompson coming out of nowhere, punishing the rim on the alley-oop from Alperen Sengun. And the ball don't even have to touch the floor. So that type of, you know, offensive scheme of thing will work magic, you know what I'm saying? But then it could be predictable as well if you being schemed on. So, yeah, I agree. And I want people to know that I'm on that side where Ime Udoka needs to do something different. He's limited on offense. He's a blockhead of a coach on offense. I don't want niggas to get that shit twisted or, you know what I'm saying, come in trolling about no Ime or Jabari Smith Jr. bullshit, you know, cause they going off what come out my motherfucking mouth. Like, nah, just talk basketball, cause I'm gonna be there with you. You feel me? But yeah, bro, I agree with you on that whole Ime Udoka shit and the coaching, just not, you know, drawing no shit up to elevate this team out of no offensive shit.
And I know you're right, bro. We are limited as far as like options, but LP is what we say he is, bro. Some of us.
I mean, what we gonna call? What we gonna call if KD get the ball or Armin Thompson had a rock? What Armin Thompson, you gonna run a play through Armin Thompson? You gonna run a play through LP?
No.
You gonna run a play through Jabari? Like, I'm just.
He got to be
that's the
more
limitations
movement in the offense. Yeah,
right. Something that those players don't need to be predicated on some isolation shit. Right. Keep the ball moving, keep the ball rotate, keep the defense honest, guessing, keep them on their heels. And I always been saying this shit as far as the motion offense.
Facts. That's right. Nah, that's my thinking, bro. That's what I'm thinking. Like, yeah, it need to be more movement, bro. Like more player movement, more ball movement, man. And, you know what I mean? It don't have to be no isolation or type of situation every time like this. Sometimes, yeah, when you got a mismatch, bro, milk that shit. Let KD eat. Let LP eat. But shit, in the playoffs, they ain't finna just let you cook like that. Is you crazy? They gonna blitz their shit. They gonna get the ball out your hand. They gonna do something. They gonna throw a wrinkle at your ass and make other players beat them that ain't used to doing certain shit with the ball in their hand. I like Jabari. I like Armor. Make these niggas playmakers. Make these niggas put the ball on the ground, on the floor, and try to get to the rack. Make Reed Sheppard bring the ball up against pressure. Pressure him all the way. Luke Kennard pressuring this nigga. Marcus Smart bullying this nigga. Like, bro, Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
But in situations like that, Green, in the playoffs, it becomes very simple. Set solid screens, play defense, rebound. But because when you get into this shit, when you doing that finesse shit, one-on-one shit, defense is ready for that. They've been scouting your ass the whole season. And guess what? It's playoff time, man. Now they can see your ass at least 4 times. And guess what? Chitty bang bang, nigga. That's what they know what you want to do.
Chitty bang.
You feel me? They know what you want to do, bro. So you can't fool teams, bro, in the playoffs. They know what you do with. So guess what? You just got everything you got to do. You got to do it at a high level. You got to play defense at a high level. You got to rebound high level. You got to set solid screen so your players can get off, bro. And they wasn't doing none of that, bro. They wasn't even rebounding like they should have been in the playoffs. You letting DeAndre Ayton come in this bitch and play like he was the number 1 draft pick again on your ass, nigga. What kind of shit is this? Ain't nobody thought about Ayton in 5 years. What's going on right here, man? So that's why I look at it, bro. Like these niggas, these guys need to simplify the game for themselves, bro, and just really play the game, bro, at the simplest form, bro. Rebound, set good screens, box out, nigga, and play good defense, bro. But the Rockets just look so rattled, so frazzled, bro. When you throw zones at them, when you throw a double or triple team, like you've been seeing this all season.
The same goddamn team that throws zones defensively, other teams, you don't know how to beat a zone when it's
you don't know how to beat a zone. Like I don't get this shit,
that type
bro.
of shit, yeah.
That's the IQ. This shit just don't. And so shit like that, you can't get on email about that. They should know how to react to that shit. So that's why I see this. Blame. Let me just be real with you, bro. So that's how I look at it. They brought in the shooting coach, Chip England gonna help. You feel me? Help Almond. Probably help Barry be more consistent. I don't think nothing wrong with Barry's jump shot. He just needs to be more consistent. Maybe it's the elbow, or something. I don't know. His jump shot is too good looking and too smooth for him to be so much, but be so up and down and shit. When he shouldn't be on open looks. Like nigga, you should be goddamn it. The way you shoot that bitch, you should be on that level, bro. Like you shouldn't be missing that many open shots that you miss. And he needs somebody to come in and just goddamn it, shit, nigga, overhaul his shit. But Reed Sheppard is fine. Reed Sheppard, as he gets stronger, bro, he gonna be better and better. Ain't nobody gonna be able to do shit with him in the next 2 years shooting that rock, bro. But that's it, man. Maybe Tari needs to be more consistent. You know what I'm saying? But as far as that, man, you don't need Chip England ain't gonna really have to do a whole lot. 1 or 2 players really need to work. Probably Tari and Almond. Barry is good. Barry I don't know. It might be focused with Barry. I don't think it's nothing mechanical. I think it's focused with Jabari. And then that's probably it, bro.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, I think we gonna be good, bro. I think we gonna surprise people because they counting us out. They probably think Fred ain't gonna come back worth, good enough to really get us that level. But Fred come back 75%. I think we fine, bro.
Shit, we get a 75% Fred. Shit. That's all we need, shit. That's all we need.
Nigga, if he come back.
Nigga be comfortable catching, shooting, and just giving it up to KD and LP and Amir Thompson. Man, come on, bro.
Man, please. That's all we need,
bro. Pick and rolls with Amir Thompson, pick and rolls with KD, and pick and rolls with LP. Man, that's all we need. That's all we need.
Bro, 75 Green. And he on the court too. He able to goddamn me bring that leadership that he bring that mindset. Yeah, bro, we be good. If we can get a 75% Fred, bro, and Steven Adams, can give us what he give us. Because if he on the court, he's able to play, bro. You feel me? He gonna set strong screens and he gonna give motherfuckers hell. And so we'll be all right, man, when he come to those two. If they can come back, most of what they, could do. It ain't gotta be 100%. They can come back you feel me, close to close to 80% or 75, around 75, and both of them come back around 75%, I think we'll be in good shape, bro, for what they bring to this team. You feel me? So, but yeah, man. That's why I look at it, Green. I don't really look at people want, oh man, they look at the Spurs, look at San Antonio. I mean, look at San Antonio, look at OKC. And they look at those guys as being unbeatable for as where they stood at the top of the mountain and where everybody else stood. And I don't believe in it, bro. I don't believe that. I think all those teams are good, but all those teams could be beat, bro. Wemby is good, but Wemby showed when he have to play defense for a whole game, and he got to try to. Nah, bro, it ain't as simple as you think. He an alien at times, but at times, nigga, he look like he's a regular player. Especially when you make his ass have to move all around the court and cover a nigga who could score from all three levels. Corner at the top can score from the 3, he can score from the 2, and he can score down low. You feel me? So Wemby had to defend him, bro. Then he got the goddamn, you know what I'm saying, got to go up against the rest of them guys, they forwards and shit. The strong, Mikal Bridges, he a good player, strong player. Goddamn me, Anunoby, we already know what he is, bro. And then you got a damn fearless ass Jalen Brunson coming after your ass at 48 minutes of the game, bro. Like, bro, New York was on no chill. San Antonio was good, but San Antonio wasn't good enough for them boys, man. You feel me? And so they made them boys play defense every time down the court. You feel me? And they apply pressure. So pressure busts a pipe, bro. I don't give a damn how good you is.
That's
if a team keep coming at you, at some point it's gonna wear on you, bro. It's gonna wear you down. And the Knicks was in their zone, they was in their mode, they was in their rhythm, and they had been in their rhythm since after the first round, bro. Couldn't nobody take them out their rhythm. And San Antonio was no different. So with that being said, play your game, bro. Everybody in the NBA could be beat. Do what you do good or best at the highest level, and then you let the chips fall where they may. But stop these teams are always trying to mirror the next team and mirror this team.
Yeah,
New
bro,
York
like,
always
nigga,
kept it. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, we ain't, bro. Every team, it's a different team winning the championship. They thought it was them were gonna be repeating.
You said this shit.
Come on, man.
You said that shit, Green, a couple of years back. You was like,
years ago. I was like,
ain't nobody dominating this shit. Ain't nobody dominating this shit. Everybody talking about OKC. Everybody talking about this team. Everybody talking about Denver. Every time, nigga, gonna be a different winner every year because ain't nobody dominating the NBA no more, bro. It just depends on, and that's why it's so hard to figure out a blueprint. Should you get all 4? Should you get all guards and a couple of big men? Nigga, ain't no blueprint. Nigga, New York just showed you it, nigga. Play your game, nigga, and peak at the right time, and you can win the motherfucking championship. Ain't no dominant team in the league, nigga. Stop copycatting each other.
Straight up.
Hey. You feel me?
That's what it is, bro. That's what it is. But Jada, I ain't gonna hold y'all up, man. We 2.5 hours in the stream, man. I see they ain't pulling up, but we gonna get ready to close this one out.
Yeah, my bad, bro, man. They had me. I'm trying to get in there early. Trying to get up in there early, man. Shit.
I already know how it go, bro.
Already.
But we get ready. I don't know if Mars there. I see he's still in the building. But Mars, you there? I know you watching the game. I mean, watching the boxing match, bro. But Mars, you there? We finna get ready to close this one out. If you want to say something real quick. If not, I'm gonna go to my boy Reggie. Reggie, you there, bro?
You over?
Yeah, you good, Red. Man, what you got to close the stream out, Red?
Man, a lot of high hopes for Reed Sheppard, man. He's, like I said, he's a fan favorite. I hope to see good things from him. I mean, I think he's gonna take that next step. I'm looking forward to his progress this season, man.
Already. We shall see what he look like. I really want to see what the offense gonna look like. You know, with all these weapons supposedly that we have coming to the season. And the veteran people added on to the team, Fred, whoop the whoop. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting to see, Reg. But J-Dog, what you got, man? Before we get up out of there, J-Dog, what you got to
I'm gonna
close
be
this shit?
quick. I've been long-winded, but I'm gonna be quick this time. Now I'm gonna read, bro. Reed, bro. To a certain degree, bro. He kind of like the he kind of like the catalyst to this bench, bro. If we can get him coming in this thing, man, be a better player coming off that bench, bro. That shoots our bench up so much. For us going into this season, bro. Being a top bench in the league. Him coming out the bench, Marcus Smart, you know what he gonna give you, especially coming out the bench. Bogey, I like the Thornton dude. You know what I mean? You got Clint Capella coming back, Jay Tate coming back. Man, hey man, we got some players on this team that could play good role player basketball. We don't need no stars coming out the bench, but Reed Sheppard need to be star like at times to give us what we need from that bench pop, that bench pop. So I think he could do that, bro. I think it's well within his skill set, well within his talent wheelhouse to be able to give us that every game, and it helps the starting lineup as well, bro, because you can interchange him and whoever you got at two guard, and spot duty him at the point if you need to, bro. But the pieces they brought in here, I think were versatile enough to try to, to have some different lineups where Reed can excel. And I think he gonna be the catalyst to us having a better bench this season, and as well as the overall team, bro. So Reed Sheppard can be the key coming into this season, especially for our bench, and which we need from last year, bro. We need a boost. We really weren't getting a whole lot, bro. And so, with that being said, all the other chips gonna fall where they may. You know what I mean? Armand and Barry, LP, like I said, he'll be better this year, I'm thinking. And KD, Fred, and Steve-O. So with those players all coming back and being able to be solid contributors, people don't have to do these players don't have to do nothing astronomically high green for us to really excel. They just got to start in their roles, bro, and do what we need them to do. Reed Sheppard need to be able to give us a spot, do that point sometime. But bro, hit open shots, bro. Hit open shots. Do what we brought you here to do, bro. Shoot the shit out the ball. You feel me?
Yep.
And everything else will take care of itself, bro. It's not no rocket science is what we need to do. And our defense need to get back to where it was, Greenleaf. You know
Yeah,
what I
yes,
mean?
sir. Yes, sir.
A year ago, 2 years ago. You
I
feel me?
agree.
So that's why I look at it, bro. If we do that shit, bro, we be back at the top of the West. Even with all that, we still was number 5. Even with the shortcomings we had this past season. So we'll be better, bro. We'll be better.
Yeah. I think I asked Reggie
Yeah.
earlier, during the stream, what do you see us sitting as far as like in the West? And saying it's Spurs and OKC as far as giving them the respect that they was in the Western Conference Finals, just like we did Denver seasons ago. So you give them that respect. They the top 2 teams in the West right now. After that, where do the Rockets sit in your eyes, J-Dog, as far as like top 5?
Yeah, Spurs, OKC, yeah, us,
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota, Denver.
And that's why I see it too. I see it like we bringing
You
in.
said that?
No, I'm saying like I see it where
Yeah.
we bringing in out. KD didn't play in the playoffs, but he played. He gave you 78 games, give you the 26 points plus. If we can get that 70 games from KD and limited minutes throughout the season, that's a plus. You get Fred VanVleet, like you said, 75% Fred. That's a plus. And then you got Steven Adams, who not really giving you a whole lot of minutes, but he giving you impactful minutes. That's a plus.
Right.
So you put that. I don't know, overall NBA, how y'all see NBA in the West as far as like, are we better or worse in the West this year? I mean, or the West, is the West tougher this year compared to last year? You know what I'm saying? Not just
I got
saying because LeBron left, but I'm just saying because how we shaped up.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, where do we sit? And I feel like we comfortable, you know what I'm saying, top 5 in a way.
Well, okay, there it is. Yeah, there it is. That's what I think too, bro. I'm with that. Top 5, bro. We definitely top 5. If you ask me to narrow it down, I'd say probably top 4 for sure. But top 5, I could say we probably top 5. I mean, top 5 for sure. But if you ask me to really jump on something, what I really think, I'd probably say top 4.
Top 4.
But definitely if you asking me to bet, I'd say top 5. But I think we're gonna end up around that 3-4 mark, bro, this year. Be honest with you.
That's a bet. That's a bet. Hey, man, like I always said, I appreciate you, man.
Already.
YouTube, behind the scenes, you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mr. Mass with the 25 in the Apple Pay. Salute to you, Mr. Mass. And shout out to everybody, you know what I'm saying, all the members. Appreciate y'all showing y'all love, you know what I'm saying, on a monthly basis. I appreciate that. We finna get up out of here, man. Salute to the chat, man. Salute to the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat as well. Hey, if y'all see that y'all don't have no ranches, that don't mean I don't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, I'm just switching. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do on this YouTube shit. But at the end of the day, man, we finna get up out of here, J-Dawg, man. Appreciate you, Reggie, Maz. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, everybody to check. We finna get up out of here to the next stream. But we up out here, family. We up out here.
All right.
Peace.
All right, Greenleaf. Appreciate you.
Hey, salute to you. Peace.
Already. Peace.